96. For the Inland Empire this morning, a clear sky. It'll be sunny today with a high of 96. For the desert cities, a clear morning, a sunny afternoon, and a high of 108. I'm meteorologist Jim Minaldi for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez, and that's Jess over there. We got a lot of things going on, and I'll say this, man, is it wow? There's so much going on. I will say something's coming that you're going to want, and not everyone has it. Not everyone has it. It's the 2 for $25. Looks amazing. There it is. Looks amazing. I think you're going to want it. I think you're going to like, ooh, ah. And there you go, and that's the answer. It's 2 for $25, and 2 entrees of any sort, but you have to, there's a menu, and so you got to say, okay, is it there, is it there, is it there, is it? And if it is, yay. If it's not, well, there you go. So Jess is over there. Jess, what's going on?
Good morning. I am excited for the movies this weekend.
That's good. Why?
I am excited for the Naked Gun film that's going to come out tonight, and it's going to be officially released tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. I cannot let my mother watch that. I know everyone's like, why? Right? Even you know that. Like, there were some scenes that I'm like, oh, man. Naked Gun was always that one that was very, as they would say, racy. And I go, oh, yeah. Because she's really on this thing about Liam. And I think, in a way, she's not happy about him hooking up with... is that a thing? Because I can almost say it's a thing. Or are they kind of putting it there as though it's a thing just to get people to watch? Or because I have a theory, but I could be wrong.
Honestly, I've seen them together in pictures and videos and stuff like that. They seem really happy together. Whether they're together or not, it's none of my business. But you know what? I haven't seen Liam Neeson this happy in such a long time. Ever since his wife passed away, I think, 2009?
Yeah. I had to look that up. I'm not going to lie. Because... some people, and some know this, some don't, because there are people that I know personally, and I don't even find out that they're married the whole time until way later. It's the weirdest thing. It's like they hide them, and I go, why do you hide them? And it makes no sense. So with this, when I looked him up, I said, okay, and sometimes the internet gets it wrong, right? You go, all right, I don't remember that. But I remember him making a bunch of movies all of a sudden. I go, oh, that's why, because he was upset and mad and angry. And there is a moment where you go, where did he lose? And I think that's where he lost it. So there you go. So, yeah. But, I you know, what you said, I kind of like it because, you know, it's kind of like whether they are or not, as long as they kind of enjoy each other as even friends, you go, at least you're having fun. At least you're having fun. Because sometimes that's all it is. And then sometimes it goes next level. There's one like from Voice, and I think they're still together. And I go, ooh, I like it when they have fun, you know. So, but I have a theory. That's all I'm going to say. Because I think him and her would really work together really good. We got Yadi over there saying hello. Hello, Yadi. We're good to have you. Picture of the dogs. There you go. Do you have a dog? That's the question. All right. But yeah, so I think if anything, it's definitely something that a lot of people are going to want to watch. What's it rated, by the way? Because I think that's right.
I believe it's rated PG-13, so it'll be safe. But you know, some jokes, you know, might just be a little over. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not going to go like full R or something like that. Then I would be like, no, it's not for her.
Yeah, I saw a scene, and I'm not going to lie. I really thought, if anything, oh, Yadi says too many dogs. I really thought, if anything, like, because I saw a scene, I said, oh, that's racy, right? And it's a curtain scene where you go, wait a minute, what's going on? And then you have to wait for it, and it's nothing what you think. It's nothing what you think, right? But they can get racy. They can get racy. Yadi says she's got 3, and she's a foster mom. Wow, look at that. Of dogs or a kid? Because I know foster people. There you go. We actually interviewed a foster, and then we find out people are fosters. So there you go. Jess. So Naked Gun's out. I'm not gonna lie. I saw something. I thought it was very smart. A guy gets arrested at the premiere of Bad Guys 2. I'm not sure which one got arrested, but he literally said, "No, I'm in the movie." And I thought, because they're getting kind of weird out here, because they're locking everybody up for anything. So I really thought, and then I go, wait a minute, because they really pulled up right behind them. because they were like doing that thing, and I go, "Isn't that allowed?" But I go, "That could be a safe problem where they're like in whenever there's like a what do you call it, like what like they have the parade, and then they're a general or they're a marshal, and they're at the back and they're sitting on top of it. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a good video, but anyway, it's promotion, so he didn't get in trouble. They arrested the bad guy. I actually saw the bad guy once. I went ahead and checked it out, and I said, you know what, I like it. There you go. So I'm glad they made number 2, because the kids really like that one. That's rated PG, so that's really good. And then Super's out. I have not heard anything about Jurassic. I have not heard anything. Have you seen it, Jess?
I have seen it. I have seen it. It's a watch it once movie, and you kind of forget about it.
Really?
It was nothing like, oh my god, I want to watch it over and over again.
Really?
I mean, I enjoyed it, but yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with this. So I don't know. Maybe that's just the reason that there's not a lot of talk about it. But it's hard with summer movies because you have so many coming out one after another, and then people just forget about the other ones.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to see it, but now you got me like, I'm in this mode where I wait, and I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that makes me wait, you got to get Oculus. Okay, keep saying get big screen. I watch Oculus, I watch big screen, I'm good to go. It's like watching at the movie. And sometimes I play things that you go, but they kick you out. They kick you out. So sometimes I have to run my own, kind of like I'm in a theater, and then I run it, and then it's like I'm at the show. Go get Oculus big screen. It's awesome. I had Jess. Jess is never on. Every time I'm on, Jess is not on, or he's sleeping. Now that I think about it, because I watch really late. But so I have this thing where I'm kind of like waiting on the show, because I used to like to go to the show and pay $5. Right, I'm that person because I go by myself. I don't go with anyone. And then the other one had it like for $6 or $7 maybe. I don't really know. And then there's another theater which is like an older theater, and they do it for like $6 or $7, like matinee style. And but they're an old theater, so like the seats are not comfortable at all. Which I'm like, I'm alright about as long as I get to see the show. Right? Do I need to be comfortable at $20? Is it $30 now? Oh my god. But I will say this: did they sell out of that popcorn bucket, which really isn't a bucket at all? It's like this thing where you drop it in, but it's really the helmet. Did you see? Because are they still selling that? Is it sold out? Because that was $80, man, plus tax.
Okay, so yes, that is by far the most expensive popcorn bucket that has been produced so far, which is the Galactus one, which is $80. But what's crazy is that if you can even find it, it's expensive. But then, like, for people that actually want it, if you did not buy it, I feel bad because the only other way to get it is through eBay, and I believe they're charging upwards above $100. So for me, it's not worth it. It's not just a popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I think if anything, if you have the money, I don't have the money. I'm investing everything into everything that I'm doing. It's a pain in the butt. But I will say this: if you have it, let us know. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I will say this: it definitely breaks something, because I don't think in history of any movie that they've ever done a promotional item as much or as expensive as a Galactus, whatever you're going to call it, with popcorn. Right? I don't think anyone has done it yet. I think if anything, that's a record. They should put it out there, and there you go. Like, you think of like promotional items, like even Wars. Like Wars had nothing like this that was that expensive. I like the ones that are like $20, $30. I still have Ant-Man. I got more than one because I was going to sell it online, make a little money. It's shipping. Shipping is a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt. So there you go. But yeah, so Fantastic Four is probably the most recent. And I saw something. I said, is that a thing? It says loss of China revenue has changed the calculus for Marvel's upcoming films. Now, I will say this. I have no idea what's going on. But I will say I have seen people that work with people that know people of Asia, and they're a huge resource of money. But if they say there's a loss of revenue, then I don't know if that's coming or if there's a problem or it's the whole, like, everybody's upset at each other. Russia just had an earthquake, huge, almost a 9. And you go, whoa, right? And then they had, like, something there, and you go, what's going on there? So you go, okay, what? So there you go. I don't really know. I don't really know, but there's a problem, and there you go. But I will say this: I saw a report, and I saw it kind of early, like on the early of like the morning. But I think 4 beat out Super, which you go, how did that happen, right? But then I have a theory but it's just a theory, but it's international because technically when they go international, they get a lot of money. Kind of like this report about China revenue, which means some Marvel might be a problem in the future. Which I had a conversation and someone said there might be a problem. I said that makes sense, but hopefully it won't be a problem. And there you go. But I was like, how could there be a problem? That because they're used to money from, as they say, overseas, which is a huge like. So I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't read the report, and sometimes reports like, huh, what, who, what. But if you see Marvel go, oh man, kind of like D, man. If D goes where D goes, oh. So there you go. That's the answer. We have Applebee's coming up. I don't know if they're on the line, but we got a lot. There you go. That's the answer. We got. You guys are really I think this is the most we've ever had comments all over the place. So we appreciate you. Steph says hello. Happy editing. This glorious rainy day ahead for this awesome busy day. Awesome. Glad it's busy. And Yadi is saying a lot there, and evidently she has 3 dogs. Says too many dogs, and that she's got 3 of them. She's a foster mom. I think of dogs. I'm not sure of someone. Although I am watching something that I'm not going to lie, I thought I wasn't going to see, and now I'm seeing, and now I'm like, huh. Army Wives, okay? Do you guys have Tubi? Do you have Tubi? Jess, do you like stream Tubi at all?
I actually do watch Tubi. I also watch Tubi Pluto mainly because I like their selection of horror movies.
It's funny you said that because Pluto is another, and they have live TV on, which is actually just streaming stuff that's on. But if you go to that and you click on, so you go, oh, there's only a little, not a lot. But you go, but it's free. It's free. And some of the stuff, not gonna lie, R. So you got to be careful there. I don't watch it around my ma. I have gone there, but I'm like, oh, that's R. Oh, there is something I'm watching right now, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, ooh, but I kind of want to see what's rated. Yep, there it is. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see why it is, but it is. So you got to be careful. Lazarus Project. Have you seen it, Jess?
No, that actually sounds familiar.
Okay, not gonna lie, it's new 2nd season. Okay. But that's where I got like, what? Because sometimes for those that have Netflix, and for those that don't, I totally get it because it's expensive. It keeps going up. You go, what the what? And then you go, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? But this one kind of made me go, huh, about time. And I have a story about time, not gonna lie. And I go, oh, people are ready for it because it works. But the Lazarus Project is a really good show. And just, I don't know if you would like, you'd probably be bored. But if you go, could that happen? I go, ooh, they're kind of dealing with time in a way that you go, it kind of makes sense because it's doing something completely different. It's saying, in essence, if you, memory. And there's something coming up. I'm going to promote it here because I've been talking about it. And you guys sometimes see it, sometimes you don't. But it's an ongoing one, evidently. Who knew? And it's this Storyline Live. Although I'm thinking about doing Story Live, but I don't know if people will get it. So there you go. So that's the answer. But Story Live. Okay, what do you think? Is that a good title? Story Live. But anyway, so there you go. But in that, there is something that is happening, and it's called Time with Someone. He sees a snake. He sees a snake. He sees a snake. But it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. And there you go. But it's all over the place. So you go, all right. What are you going to do? But there you go. I want to do it with someone that will do it with me, and that'd be cool. But back to Lazarus Project. So Lazarus Project is something that, Jess, I'm not going to lie, you want to see. It might bore you, but it deals with time in a different way, okay? It says, what happens to people's minds if time gets reset at a certain time? And that is a theory I've had for a while, because I go, some people lost it in 2020. Literally. They forget. There's a huge gap. They have no idea what happened from one time to another time, and it's all over the place, okay? Or before 2020, people say, no, I don't remember that. I literally had someone say to me, I don't even remember that, and it was a wedding. And I go, how can you not remember that? It's kind of a big thing. So there you go. So I think, in a way, Lazarus Project deals with something that I go, oh, I wonder if something happened in 2020. Because some say, what was coronavirus? Some say, you know what, I do have pockets of things missing. And some have said to me, I forget the people around me after 2020. So some think, oh, was it, is it a thing? What is it? Was it coronavirus? Was it not? What happened in 2020, right? So in a way, this doesn't deal with that, but it kind of does really good. You got to watch at least the first episode. The first episode, if I tell you, you're going to say, well, then I know the story. You don't. Because they deal with time a whole different way. And the guy does something really dumb. You go, you're a dumb guy. Because you think, oh, this is the main guy, but he does something kind of dumb. And Jess, you probably would say, well, I kind of get it. But no, you mess with everybody's everything. So here's the theory of, okay, here it is. If you wake up all of a sudden not knowing was time, or it's real abrupt where you're like waking up, or you go, wait, I don't remember what happened yesterday or the day before, is there a way of time being reset? Now, I'm not going to lie. My mother would be like, what are you talking about? She's all Bible, right? But I go, but could it happen? When you think about it, could it happen? Because time is a theory of could it, right? And so first season, second season, start on first season, you'll get it. Second season is good, but first season is really good. Okay, so Lazarus Project, watch it. Okay, it's a really good show. It says British sci-fi TV thrillers. Whether or not you like it, it's completely different. Because evidently some people, not all, have the ability to remember what happened the last time they were alive when it hit the big moment. Okay, and that's the answer. So you go, when it hit the big moment, like let's say there was a war and it got out of hand and they bombed us in the U.S. Let's just say. Would there be a reset to say no, and then they reset us at a certain time? Okay, now some would say no, they would reset us right before it happened and they would get rid of it, and then there you go. Because there are theories about that, because even AI knows. AI says some people are complaining that they are having loss of time in their head, or they're talking in a way where it's just confusing. So that's a thing that I think, if anything, watch Lazarus Project. It'll make you think of time differently, because I do have a theory about time being reset in a way, and there you go. Because some people have pockets of time missing, some people have time, and it's been ever since 2020. I don't know if it's ever happened before that, but you go, oh. And then I have a thought about the Bible, because I go, well, if it did happen, could they have reset time or the way we do, or if it gets out of hand, can they? Because we still are here. Because you never know what's going to happen. But it's a good show. Lazarus Project, go watch it. It's a really good show. That's all I'm going to say, because you haven't seen it. And Jess, I'm not going to lie, you like horror. You might not even be about this. But watch the first one and then have a theory about it, because I can almost say you have a story about it. You know what I mean, Jess?
Oh, yeah. You'd actually be surprised on what movies I watch. So...
Yeah, it is true. Jess sometimes says you don't know that. So I'm surprised you don't know about Lazarus Project. It's brand new on...
You said it's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
I don't have Netflix.
But it's second season. First season came out in 2022. So evidently they skipped something, and then... And are you noticing how all the shows that are coming out, like Gilmore has number 2 years later, because there are some shows and some things that I'm seeing. Oh, and then there's something else that I'm doing that I think you should do. And I'm not going to lie, because I'm bored. I'm not going to lie. And I am thinking about canceling some stuff. But I go, okay, because you got to save money. Because it's expensive. So there you go. But there is something that will help you out, and it's Applebee's. And I'm telling you, man, this is a great special. 2 for $25. There are 2 entrees. I'm not sure all the entrees, but hopefully Applebee's will know. We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For Cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
Hi, folks. Dr. Curry Myers here to let you know that my new show on KMET is coming August 5th, 1 p.m. between the Dave Ramsey Show and the Kevin McCullough Show. It's called America's Criminologist with Dr. Curry Myers. As a former state trooper, special agent, sheriff of a major county, I will offer sharp insights into the pressing issues shaping American society today. I'll have guests, news, and my insights as an applied criminologist throughout the 1-hour show. So criminals and the progressive politicians that allow them to fester, beware, because this show is directed at you. America's Criminologist every Tuesday at 1 p.m. on KMET.
You're running out of letterhead. What do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards. Now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing and Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing and Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing and Banning.
That's right, it's Applebee's, and we got a lot of things, and it is a 2 for $25. Literally, someone is saying already, which I believe is either in Florida or Texas, but we have Applebee's everywhere. We're talking about Beaumont and Banning. What's going on, Applebee's?
Good morning, Aaron, Jesse, and all the KMET listeners. Yeah, we got a national promotion going on, 2 for $25. You get an appetizer and a choice of 2 entrees off this list for $25. There's upgrade options, 6 other entrees that you can upgrade for a little bit more. It's a wonderful deal, and it's nationwide right now. And another thing nationwide is summertime sips. Don't forget that. We've got backyard blackberry lemonade and a perfect watermelon margarita. And those are very delicious and a pretty good value.
Yeah, Applebee's is where it's at. And Yadi says, love Applebee's. Okay, there are a lot of things going on. Jess, you like Applebee's as well. You've ordered there. Have you gone recent?
I have not gone recently. I've been working like 6 days a week and busy on the weekend. So apparently when you're married, you don't get a free time off.
You don't. Yeah, Jess wasn't ready for that. He's used to having his own time. But for those that are, because there are a lot of people, Beaumont and Banning, you guys have people every single day. How, because you guys are open a long time. How late are you open?
We are open 10:30 in the morning until midnight, 7 days a week. And yeah, we get a lot of folks in here, and they say they want that KMET discount. They heard. They'll tell my employees, I heard your boss on the radio, and he says I get a 10% discount on all regularly priced items. And that is true. That's the KMET discount here in Beaumont, Banning, Applebee's.
All right, there you go. Awesome. I'm glad someone said that. Look, okay, so there are a lot of things. My mother is kind of like, I want to go, and then I don't want to go. So I go, okay. And I used to, so I don't even try anymore with her. Because the 2 for $25 is a really good deal. I know you guys had a wing special, but it's over. It was like a day. So when they come, and then when they go, they go. So like them on Facebook, Applebee's, and then go visit them, and there you go. And some, just so you know, even though, like, don't ever be demanding with the whole KMET thing, because A, some of the specials are so good, you don't get it. And B, yeah, there you go. But I'm glad someone said it. Okay, before we let you go, again, is there anything, because, you usually know about sports. I don't know anything about sports. Jess knows about sports every now and then. But do you recommend anything?
Well, Dodgers are doing very well, as always. Angels are right on the bubble. They have decided to not sell. This actually tomorrow is the deadline. Actually, today is the deadline, Major League Baseball trade deadline. And it's when teams determine whether they're going to be buyers or sellers. If they're way out of contention, they become sellers and they sell their stars. And if they're right on the bubble, they try to buy. And so the Angels did just buy it's a real minor trade. I don't even can't even remember the guys' names, but so they are trying to go ahead and compete for that one of those last wild card spots. They're on the outside looking in right now, but you never know what the next month will do.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Just over there, and I'm not gonna lie. I want to go to a game. I went to a game. I was invited. It was a promotional thing for. Well, it was the thing. I had to take my. I took a person who actually likes the whole game, and we had to record it because we had to promote it. This was a while ago. This is Angel Stadium. I love Angel Stadium. Love it. I'm not going to lie, though. I'm not about, because in some areas, people are getting locked up left, right, and center. And there's a little racist. You're like, dude, like, so I don't really know. And they'll lock you up if you even look a little, which I don't even know what that means. But you go, oh, my God. So some areas I'm like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. And I don't want to go there. So I'm a little like, do I? But you never know. Because people are getting locked left, right, and center. And honestly, it's not really hitting the news headlines anymore because people are bored with it, I think. But you got to be careful. My mother could get locked up. I said, Mother, take your ID. Take your ID. Take your ID. You don't have that problem. Jess, you don't have that problem either. But you never know. So all I say is safe, 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 safe. Because I saw one where they went into a place. I think it was in your side of town, which you say, well, it's a little far from us, but it's off the 10 freeway or not. Ontario, there was this hospital, and I go, Ma, don't you go to that hospital? Because evidently somebody, I think, ran in, and then they try to stop the person, but like, don't stop her. But it's these masks that they have on, and you go, are they real? Are they not real? Because there are some that go around, and you go, are they real? Are they not real? And some you'll see in the area, you'll see them like, sometimes when they like, I don't really know. Do you have any in the area?
I have not heard of anything like that, no.
Okay, well, that's good. Then Beaumont Banning is evidently a safe area. Hopefully they don't find, because they will go into Applebee's and lock everybody up if they think, I think they're doing it to restaurants at some point. You go, really? There's a restaurant that I like. It's called King Taco. It's over here in L.A., East L.A., but as you know, L.A. is, we're getting locked up left, right, etc. So there you go. Anyway, Applebee's where it's at. They are not racist, I think. I'm pretty sure. You're not racist, right?
No, we are not racist. Thank you for letting me tell the world we are not racist.
Yeah, because there are some people you go, whoa, you're racist. All right, there it is, 2 for $25 to anyone. You don't have to say, oh, here's my ID. I happen to be, whatever. So there you go. Because man, that's drying up left, right, and center. I literally saw something where they said, you know what, we have no more money because all the people that were here, whether they be legal or not, were spending money, and they were making money, but they were spending money here, not there. So now Mexico's like getting like, whoa, we got money, and here we're like, we have no money. So there you go. So I think if anything, some things are gonna like dry up and be closed, and there you go. You go, no, dude. And I love theme parks, but if the theme parks are going bye, it's because they have no more money. So Applebee's, keep them alive because they got a special. There you go. That's the answer. All right, we'll let you go. Thank you for not being racist, and thank you for making it really good at Applebee's.
See you down at Applebee's.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Discover the desert's best at Hyatt Palm Springs All-Suite Resort. Nestled on Palm Canyon Drive in the heart of downtown, the Hyatt Palm Springs puts you steps away from premier shopping, dining, nightlife, and local attractions. Immerse yourself in luxury with our spacious suites, each featuring a private balcony offering stunning mountain or city views. Unwind by our refreshing pool, savor delicious cuisine at our adjacent restaurant and bar, or simply relax in your suite. At Hyatt Palm Springs, you're perfectly positioned to explore iconic sites like the Walk of Stars, Village Fest, Indian Canyons, the Marilyn Monroe statue, and the renowned Palm Springs Art Museum. Experience all the desert has to offer. Book your stay today at the Hyatt Palm Springs, your gateway to an unforgettable getaway. For reservations, visit our website.
And use code SUNFUN24. That's SUNFUN24.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
This is Chuck Hayes. And I'm David Gould. Hey, Las Vegas Checker Flag Report, airing every Thursday morning, 10 a.m. on AM 1490, KMET 98.1 FM. David, what are we going to do in regards to Formula One this year?
Well, we better get your bags packed and get your passport ready because we're going to be going to Asia. We're going to Europe. We're going to South America. And we're going to Vegas.
That's the Las Vegas Checker Flag Report every Thursday, 10 a.m. here on AM 1490, KMET 98.1 FM.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littleNsons.com.
Your pharmacy and mobility solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
That's right. It is Applebee's. They got a great special. Go check it out. They support, and there you go. And they've supported for a while. We love them. So there you go. It could always change. You never know. Because all of a sudden people go, oh, no. Or, you know. I've had so many deaths. I go, oh, my God. So there you go. I did read the article a while on break, and I'm going to say this. I think they're kind of like, you guys are choosy, okay? People in the industry are choosy. And they have this thing where I go, you're racist. It's obvious. And but here's a headline, and Variety posted it, but you guys are getting that way. Marvel's next moves: Black Panther 3, young X-Men cast to keep the cost down. Blade and Deadpool 4 are lower priorities. You go, what? Who is doing? Because I really want to see, but there you go. And they go, why? And so they have a theory. Asia, it's pretty big, and you forget how big it is. And I think sometimes they lie. I think they lie because you go, how many people? And then you go, all right. And then you go, can I visit? And you go, oh, never mind. Because, again, people are, like, upset at each other. And it talks about COVID and before COVID and then after COVID. Because, you kind of forget about how when they say, oh, money, how it's a win or how it's a loss. And they forget this. They always forget this. I go, just wait. Because if they have worldwide, then they have more money coming. Okay, I'll give you an example. This says Endgame, Avengers, nabbed $614 million from an area called the Middle Kingdom in 2019. Okay, and that was a big movie. But if you look at overall, you go, okay, that makes sense. But then some say, well, inflation. You go, yeah, and things that just don't make sense. But, because it said, well, Super did kind of like, and then, so thank God for 4, but you go, I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie, I didn't see that coming. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't like the cast of 4. I'm not going to lie. But I haven't seen it. But I just don't think that's the 4. I just don't. And I go, man, you missed it again. So I don't know who cast 4, but I'm like, please read 4, please. Because I think they miss it. I think the actors are like, Graham is the only one that I like. Okay? He's the only one that I like. And in this one, I like him. But I don't like the ones that are trying to be 4. Because it's just not 4. I read the comic. Cassie people, seriously, because it doesn't make sense. We got Jess over there. Jess, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, initially the casting was weird. I wasn't fully supportive of it. But once I watched it, I was like, okay, I see what they're trying to do. I enjoyed it. I liked their familyness, I guess. I don't know. I like the way they mesh together.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I'm not gonna lie, I saw like the 4 from with Alba and those ones, and then they went young, right? Remember that? And I completely forgot about that. But now they're comparing because they're like, oh, remember that, remember that, remember that, and you go, and they always tell the same story again and again. So you go, oh my god. So it's like a redo of a redo of a redo. I keep talking about it, but I go, we want something new. Just go on with something new. That's why I think Marvel did something new. And instead of telling it, like Spider, they didn't go back to how Spider got Spider. They just went into him being introduced all of a sudden and younger with the team, right? And I was like, ooh, and then they brought him, and then they had a movie, right? Like, that was smart. So, anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. But, Variety, you got to get it together because you're doing that thing where racism is alive and well, okay? And I'm going to say it right here, right now. Racism is alive and well. And when you see it, you go, oh, there it is. People say the weirdest things to back up why they're not racist. And you go, you're obviously racist. It's obvious. So there you go. And then the old mentality. I've had people that are older, which are really nice, but they don't understand that what they're saying is very racist when they say it. You go, oh, my God. So there you go. Don't be racist. That's all I'm going to say. What else? All right, Jess. I know you got a lot. Netflix.
I actually have 2 things to talk about. After you're done with your Netflix thing.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so 2 things. I was on Amazon Prime last night, and I noticed a movie I've never seen before.
Okay.
War of the Worlds. You know that movie. Okay, so they remade it, and it stars Ice Cube. I think they dropped the ball with this one.
Wait. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I don't know what's going on with War of the Worlds, but Tubi has these movies where you go, they're not really like blockbuster. They're kind of like not blockbuster. And some of them are ones that we've interviewed, okay? And I go, oh, there's one movie on there that I go, we promoted that a lot. And I go, ooh, so I'm happy. Tubi has a lot. But when you say Ice Cube and War of the Worlds, I have to look that up because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was talking about either until I was just like, wait, that looks like Ice Cube. And yeah, I watched it. I thought it was okay. It was a different retelling of it. But the way they filmed this movie, it's not for everyone because it's made you're watching them through like their video cameras and their cell phone cameras and stuff like that. Kind of like found footage type film.
Well, Eva Longoria's in it, and we love Eva. Saw her more than once. We interviewed her on the carpet more than once. So we could have her on. But you're saying it's like, is it a watch or not a watch?
It depends if you like screen life films. And what I mean by that is pretty much like everything that happens on the film is all done through like Zoom and stuff. Not necessarily on Zoom, but like, because Ice Cube's like an NSA person. So he's talking to everyone through the computer screen. And that's kind of like what you're watching. You're watching him watch everyone's like cameras and all this other stuff. So it's not for everyone. I like films like this because it's a little bit different, but
I bet it was made during, but here's what's happening. Okay. They didn't get, or they kind of did, or they thought it would be a thing. Because I'm seeing it right now. I'm looking at the preview and they do that social thing, but they're doing, and that guy from Marvel's out. So that's pretty good. I hope Eva gets to the Marvel world. I don't know about Ice in the Marvel world. He's more a DC guy, right? He can go both. That makes sense. Probably has been in one of them. You go, oh, that makes sense. But I see what you're saying. It's like where they do the webcam thing again and again. There's another movie like that, and I think she gets kidnapped or something. But I think that was done at a time when they were like, oh, we got to be safe because of COVID, right? So I think they probably did this during COVID time, and then, but you're like, it doesn't work all the way. It just doesn't. You could feel, because I saw another movie, I'm not going to lie, and I go, when did this come out? Go ahead, Jess. What are you going to say?
So I am on the Wikipedia for this film, and I'm looking under the production. It's all like in September 2020, in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic.
Knew it. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, and they finally got distribution for it. So you think, oh, it's new. It's not new. It was done at a time where they had to think it out of the box. So you go, at that time, it would have been a good film. We would have understood it. But you go, that's why it doesn't add up. And that's why you're seeing, like, okay, the one that I just recommended, okay, on Netflix, Okay, the Lazarus Project came out, at least it said it did, 2022. Okay, first season. So you go second season, okay. But in a way, there are gaps because A, there were strikes, and B, there are other things going on that you don't know about, okay? Or distribution is just like all over the place. So you go, okay. So that's a problem, all right? Lazarus Project is one of those, I really say watch it. The second season is really good. I didn't even know when it was second season. It just jumped. I go, oh, I thought it was still in first season. So that's how good it is, okay? It really went together really well. I will say this. I saw something, and I saw it because I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I went ahead and saw it because there's a series that was only one season, I think. I could be wrong. That was War of the Worlds. But they went back to the early 1900s, okay? Now, I'm not going to lie. I like the style, but to me it was boring, okay? For some reason, War of the Worlds is just boring. I don't know why. I like the one with Tom Cruise. I do. There's a couple things in there I go, And I know someone who worked on it as a stunt person that worked with Tom Cruise. But, you're all right, whatever. Then I saw something, I go, oh, they did Indy. But they did it in a different way, all right? And this was War of the Worlds, The Attack. Okay, so that's also on Tubi. You can go check that out. But it's one of those you go, all right, I kind of see where they're going. I don't see where they're going. I kind of see where they're going, okay? But, so Tubi is one of those where it kind of brings things that you would never see, and you see them, okay? If Grandma is in the room, she's probably watching, okay? I'll give you an example. My mother was watching Little House on the Prairie forever because of Roku. Roku has these things, and Roku sometimes has things. If you search for it, sometimes it has. You go, oh, I want to watch it before it goes, because they have only so much time to do it. And I think what happened during coronavirus is some of the movie places started opening up because you go, how do they get it that, like, because those are usually rentals. Some of these are rentals. I've seen like some pretty good movies on Pluto TV. Westworld is on Pluto TV. You have to search for it though. They don't have the series, so you can watch one right after the other. But you go, that's HBO, isn't it? Yeah. But if you go to the sci-fi part, you go to the live channel. It's usually playing in the afternoon. And then there's another show that I like that's really good, but it's not what it is. It's called something completely different. You're like, did people's minds go weird? And I can't remember it now. But it's a really good show right before that. And it's something wolves. But it's not with wolves at all. If anything, it's like a futuristic type thing where there's science, and it's actually pretty good. I think Steph would really like it. Steph says, I know I'm waiting to hear from let's see. I know I'm waiting to hear. Let's see. To work as an editor on 2 major movies. With a Disney movie, you can't say much, and that's equal to a movie for a second one that can't say much. Okay, and that's good. That's good. It could be a promotional thing. That's awesome. I hope you get it. But the answer is, what do I say? But there you go. That's all I'm gonna say. So Tubi. It's free. It's got everything and then some. And they got some things that are new. Okay, I'll give you an example. Or not. There are movies that you've recommended, Jess, and then they come on Tubi. You go, ooh. So there you go. And I think you can watch Pluto with others or not. I don't really know how that works. They kind of disabled it by making you pay for it, which is a browser that works in big screen. But, some do it, some don't. Some, because I could literally, like, if it's just me and Jess, I could invite Jess to a room on virtual and say, hey, you want to watch a movie? He goes, yeah, sure. And then we watch a movie, but we don't have to pay for it because it's on Pluto for free. Okay, I don't know if you've done that, Jess. It's pretty cool. But you put that on. You create your own room. It's pretty cool. Steph would love it. I don't really know, but it's really awesome. So there you go. But so War of the Worlds, okay, with Ice Cube. Just remember, it's pandemic time, even though they don't say it. Yeah, there it is. Steph says, I've used Tubi and Pluto. Yeah, love them. So they have some really good stuff. And then you get, you got to go to the part, because sometimes you go, boring. Sometimes you get stuck because it knows what you watch. All right, so you have to go to what's leaving, then click on that, and then it'll show you some of that stuff. But if you click on all good stuff will keep coming up. Because my mother's is completely old. Okay? And when I say that, I mean, like, there are, which some of you might like, but I don't like. Or I get stuck watching it because I want to spend time with her, right? But that's all I'm going to say, because I could offend someone. But there you go. But sometimes it gets, like Little House on the Prairie. Who watches Little House on the Prairie? It keeps coming up again and again. So she watches it again and again. And then every single time she watches it, it's like, I don't remember it. I go, I remember every single bit of it. So I think there's a moment in time where some people just don't remember things that they watch. That's my mother, okay? But right now she's on Army Wives, okay? Army Wives. And I'm not going to lie, Army Wives is awesome. Awesome. Army Wives, okay? Army Wives. I'm on, I think, with her the 5th or 6th season. I think I'm on the 6th season, but I could tell, man, they're going Bye. But there you go. And then Fire Country, Shaq's Fire Country, but that's not on Tubi. That's on, or is it? Well, sometimes they have them. Yeah. And then Hallmark. My mother I don't know what got her on a Hallmark. There's a couple. We went to an event over at CBS. We were invited, and then she's like, I love it. So she kind of is on that. And there's stuff I like, okay, but there you go. That's all I'm going to say. So there are stuff on stream, which some say, why do I want to go to the show? It's too expensive. You go, yeah. If you need to save money, Tubi, okay? Because Tubi does what the others should do. And I think Amazon should do this. Apple needs to do this. Where they do, because you're used to this, right, Jess? You could play it on your phone. You could play it on your device. You could play it on your iPad. You could play it on your, if those are still around, those like Samsung and Sony ones and all those tablet ones. You could do that as long as you stream. But don't do like, because they are a lot of data, okay? There's one that I got. And for some reason I can't log into it. But there you go. And it's a really good show. But I don't know if it did 1 season or 2 season. And they make you buy it. And I go, okay, I'm going to buy it. And then somehow the whole company is like, well, we don't know what to do with that. I go, oh my God. So you got to be careful with buy, okay? Because if like they log you out, they don't let you log in, you go, oh, what are we going to do with that? Like right now we're streaming on X, right? But X I can all of a sudden lose because they could change it again and again. You go, oh my God, go back to Twitter. So there you go. Or they just leave it, kind of like MySpace. You know, somebody had a conversation with me about MySpace, and they said, MySpace, what happened? And I said, well, it happened, what happened? But, MySpace. Everybody had an account, and all of a sudden you had no account because they changed it. And then Timberlake and a bunch of others bought it, and you go, and nothing. They just, like, you go, oh, did you make any money, or did you lose money? Or was it just one of those things you go, okay. So War of the Worlds, it's out, but remember, it's old, and there you go. And it was done at a time where they're like, we don't know what to do. So and then Amazon got it, but if you have an Amazon account with Prime, you can watch anything, but then you go, oh, well, there you go. So that's all I'm going to say. What else, Jess?
The second thing. Okay, so I like to watch to see what's the most scalped items. Sometimes, scalped tickets or popcorn buckets, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I found a first. So Christopher Nolan is making a movie called The Odyssey. Have you heard about that one?
I have a script called Odyssey, but okay, let's go ahead with that.
So yeah, it's The Odyssey. It's based on Homer's tale, The Odyssey. So this movie is not to be released for another year. They're already selling IMAX tickets for it. And they're already being sold on eBay. And the price for them are crazy. I don't know who will buy them, but $150 for an IMAX ticket, that's a little bit extreme.
It's ridiculous. They have money, or, I mean, seriously, it makes no sense. Or those things go missing. You go, what is that about? Amazon did this thing promotional, and I go, why, when it comes out at the same time? It made no sense. And they did this whole buy it ahead of time, and, I'm like, why? Just go to the box office. Makes no sense. They go, for Amazon people. You go, I think you want some, but you're not saying it. And that happens. You ever see that where you have a special and then they have all those little, like, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's this. Oh, only if that. You go, so dumb. I've gone, like, shopping and I go, that's the dumbest promotional I've ever seen. It's like, it's not a thing. It's just to get your eye, and that's it. You go, who is running these things? Seriously. Steph over there says, Tubi and Pluto TV, a perfect background noise while editing cooking segments. I like you, Steph. I appreciate you. There is a show, if you watch that, please promote. Please promote. We had them. We did Red Carpet. I'm not going to lie. It's not normal, but they did it very indie, okay? And it's something that you go, ooh, okay. But just watch it. Give it a thumbs up, please. It's called Pray for Rain. It's out on, and I discovered it on Tubi. Okay, Jane Seymour. She's not really in it very long because you could see that they went a whole other direction. But I will say this. One of the actors in it, if you look for his name of producing, he looks like another guy that's out in the 80s. But he's not related. He goes, yeah, people tell me, and he did. And he has this name. I go, what is that about? But he, in a way, helped produce it. And his name is in the produce part. So he helped put it together, but he's in it. But I think it's a first role for him because I don't think he's in anything else. Or maybe he did some, but not all. But he really helped it along at a time where you're like, they really got Seymour and some others, but it was the Seymour name that I think got them, because it was really like, it's hard to explain, but just watch it and you'll say, oh, it's missing something. It is. But if you do these things while editing, Steph, we appreciate you. And I don't know if other people are still there. We've got 40 people watching here live. Thank God for Twitter. Retweet. But there you go. That's all I'm going to say. So there you go. So War of the Worlds, not what it is, but it's because it happened during coronavirus. You go, oh, okay. Why they got distribution this late with Ice Cube and Eva, you go, why? Well, there you go. And I can see that coming to 2 or not because Amazon has, okay. Well, they released it late. That's all I'm going to say. And there you go. Or did they release it early? Lazarus Project. Go watch it. I cannot tell you enough about Lazarus Project, okay? Because some people have a theory. I had someone who literally told me, they said they woke up all of a sudden and, like, they put their hand on their, like, husband, and they said, imagine if you were never here. Or it was something like that. And it was so weird, out of place, but it happened in 2020. And I go, isn't that weird? You have moments where you wake up, you go, isn't it weird? Have you ever had a moment where you're like, I wasn't alive or I wasn't here? You're right? I know. You're thinking, what? But there you go. That's all I'm going to say. Because if you have a story like that, Lazarus Project, I think there's something with the mind of the mind of the mind. And there you go. Because even I talk kind of different than I used to before 2020. That's all I'm going to say. All right, Jess, what else you got?
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's see. One more thing before we take off. I actually started watching a new TV show on Amazon. I do not think you will like it because it's extremely violent, but it's called Reacher.
I know Reacher. My mother knows Reacher. Look, let me put it this way. He's not Reacher. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. If you like Reacher,
he's Reacher.
If you like, Reacher is okay. The first one that they made wasn't this guy. He's really tall, right? And it's based on a book, I think, right? Or a series?
Yes, it's based on a book.
Okay, Tom Cruise did it first. My mother discovered it, and they put it on Netflix. And my mother discovered it at a time where I was like, really? You're about this? And I was like, all right, whatever. And then I saw the second one, all right, whatever. He is a big guy. I go, that makes sense because Tom Cruise gets beat up again and again. Okay, because this guy is like, I don't get beat up, I'm big. So there you go. But I saw clips, so I don't know how violent it is. But the one with Tom Cruise is PG-13. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of biased on Tom because Tom does it in a way I go, okay, I get it. But you go, what's missing? Because it's not Mission Impossible. It was at a time where I go, was it in between Mission Impossibles? So there you go. And Mission Impossible is out, but no one is talking about it. So evidently it must. But it's the second part of the first part that came out earlier. So you go, so I want to see it. But there you go. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, other than that, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's all I got. So if you guys got comments, let us know. I will say this. I got to go get, I'm doing everything for my mom. She lost her, I don't know if I should say this, but DMV. She's not driving anymore. That's where it's at. So I got to drive her everywhere. She goes, the dog needs to get his. I go, oh my God, you're losing it. So there you go. So please pray for my mom. Did you see this? Jessica Alba's ex, Cash Warren, don't know who he is, reacts to her romance with Danny Ramirez. Well, there you go. I don't know what that's about. Sydney Sweeney. What's going on with Sydney? Right? Isn't like, you know what I want to see again? It's on Netflix. Madam Web. Although I have a theory on that.
Oh yeah, Sydney Sweeney. I believe that the controversy is over that jeans commercial.
I don't know what that's about. I have not read it. I don't know what it's about. So there you go. DC, watch it while it's out. Oh, I like this one because I have a theory on this. If I were an actor, and I'm not, although I've been in a couple things, I got credit, but they pulled this thing because, what are you going to do? Neil McDonough, and you don't know him. I met him once through a friend. He says he lost everything in Hollywood thanks to his no-kiss contract, where evidently he's like, I am not going to kiss a woman who's not my wife. It's a move that cost him some jobs, evidently, and I go, why? And that makes sense. There you go. Have a stand-in, right? I would, because, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know what, and I almost want to say he has a faith or something, because he has this thing, and if you don't know him, he's in everything's side. Oh, we're out of time. But I think it's a great thing. I say stand up for him, make sure he's in stuff. He doesn't have to kiss people. He could be supporting all the time. But there you go, that's all I'm going to say. So I'm glad they're bringing it out, because his wife, that's all I'm going to say. He is loyal. I know they were bringing out when he wasn't loyal. But look, at least he's trying to be loyal. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Make it a great day, whatever you do, remember life is worth living, live it well. Bye-bye, everyone. All right, we're out. That's it for radio. So I can say anything and then some. But all I'm going to say is this. I'm really glad that he did that. And if you see him, you go, oh, I recognize that guy. Yeah, he's in a lot. Neil McDonough, okay? I'm not going to pull up because you never know. So I say, how dare you? But I'm going to say this. I met him very briefly. And he was saying hello to someone who knows him. And now it makes sense why he is the way he is. Because the guy was like, he never says hi anymore. You know, he said hi, but it was kind of like you kind of almost didn't know him. And I didn't realize till I recently saw it. They starred in a movie together. It was a good movie. That's all I'm going to say. Because then you go, oh, I know who it is. But that's too much because then it gets back and they go, how dare you? How dare you? It was at Johnny Rockets, not going to lie. Out of all places. In LA, at La Brea. You know, if you just hang out in an area for long, you see a lot of people. You go, yep, there you go. But there you go. Wow. No wonder. Yeah, it says 20 roles across film and television. He said, let's see. I always had in my contracts that I wouldn't kiss another woman on screen. Smart. He said it on a podcast. He says, my wife didn't really have a problem with it. It was me really who had a problem. I was like, yeah, I don't want to put you through it. I know we're going to start having kids, and I don't want to put my kids through it. Oh, smart. He's been married since 2003. A model he met during the filming of Band of Brothers. They have 5 children together. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know this was a thing in agreements, okay? There's something else. It's a morality clause, okay? When you go with like a network, they can have a morality clause. People don't know this. If you do anything offensive, they can basically say, we get rid of you. No longer are you a part of us. It's a morality clause. And I'm not going to lie. People need to start saying what it is, because he'd be like, yeah, I'm about that. And it's not faith-based stuff, because like the one that did it, well, actually, I don't know if they do that. Somebody just told me this. Some do this. And I go, oh, that makes sense. And it really keeps them out of like harm's way. So if you do anything really bad or really illegal, they could drop you. They could drop you. You go, oh, that makes sense, right? So I kind of get it. And those that speak out about it, you go, but you signed it. Oh. So he had something in his agreements that said, look, I am not. And I get that now, because I guess they could do it like they don't want to do nudity, right? Because I always had this thing growing up. And I was like, I don't want to do certain things because it could be a problem, right? But I go, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. But I go, I'm not big enough. I'm not big enough, right? Because you go, well, all right, what are you going to do? But the answer is, I like that he's doing this. I'm glad that it's out. Because others will say, yeah, I lost out too. They really, because it's a simple workaround. Okay, not every role you have to kiss someone. Not every role you have to kiss someone, okay? But some say, oh, that's hard to work with, or oh, we cannot work with that, or whatever. I say, you know, he put his family ahead of. And I go, that is a good thing. Because you know what can happen? I'll tell you the stuff he doesn't say. And they say, no, it doesn't happen. It does, it does. There are romances made, okay, and jealousy that happens left, right, and center. Okay, there's a lot of stories about that all over the place. And I'm not going to lie. When you're single, it doesn't really, you know. But when you're married, you go, oh, boy, right? And you got to make out, you got to kiss, and, you know. I think there's a peck, big deal. They say, oh, my on-screen husband or my on-screen wife. And sometimes you go, why are they awkward in the middle? Because that person's married. That's why. That's why. But it's awkward, okay? It's awkward. And some say, no, it's not. They're just acting. No. There are relationships and there are things and there are theories that happen in the mind, and you don't want it, and there you go. So I say, yay. Good job. But so he had this in his agreement. He's like, yo, and he said it on a podcast and it got out. So I'm glad. I get it. Good job. Because somebody said, don't marry an actress. Ever. Because you're highly jealous. They just said, because they're going to kiss everybody because they're hot. Yeah, I get that. But anyway, that's, so what are you going to do? And then you think, oh, well, like there are some I go, oh, they're going to break up, and they're going to break up. I'm glad they said for his kids, right? Unless he didn't say that. He's like, yo. Is she an actress? Because he says she didn't have a problem with it, but you have a problem with it when it's all of a sudden a thing. It happens all the time. It happens. And you go, when you put them together with someone who is hottie, you go, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay, Jennifer Aniston, perfect example. Right? They're no longer together. We talk about Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. You put those two together, what do you think is going to happen? Right? There was an interview I remember, but she's like, I would never do that. Then they end up married. You go, you did it. It's obvious. So there you go, right? And that was the movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Howdy. They go, oh, there's chemistry. While he's with Jennifer Aniston. Remember that? I think he was married to Jennifer, right? So there you go. You see what I'm saying? So that's a problem. That's a problem. There you go. Well, perfect example. Ben Affleck, right? That didn't very well. He's like, I wish I had that clause, right? Well, he ends up starting with this girl, so I don't really know. But, yeah. So, with Jen and Jen. Don't do Gen A and Gen B ever. Or 1, 2, 3 ever. It doesn't work. So there you go. Yeah, it says... he says a year later he would appear in Steven Spielberg's Minority Report. Since then, he's gone on to have a fairly consistent career as a character actor across film and television. That's why. I get that now. He's always safe guy. I get that. I remember him playing Tin Man in the movie. I go, ooh. And I go, why is he going small when he could go big? That's why. He's like, now if she were to die, I think he's all over the place. He's like, yeah, let's do it, right? But, and then, then you got to deal with the guy that's upset at you when he sees the film. You go, oh, you didn't see that? Oh, I didn't know that. Because he's Mr. Hot. If you see him, he really plays bot a lot. He could play bot again. But you go, oh, okay, he has, because you go, well, it's theater. Is it? Because there are some, I can tell you right now, I don't want to kiss because I guarantee I'm going to, but I'm single. All right, but if I'm married, you go, oh no. So, yeah. I really say start with your wife. If you start with your wife, you're good to go. Again and again. No one, although there's always that person, you go, man, there are cheaters in the industry, okay? Camera person. There's cheaters all over the place. So you got to be careful. Someone literally said to me, don't give it that person because they're going to cheat on you because they go back to that guy that they're hiding, because people hide people. And then you go, no. And then you go, oh, you're hiding someone. No, I didn't know he existed. So there you go. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I got out of that 100%. But you got to be careful. Because, yeah, there are things you go, okay, kind of about that, kind of about that, kind of about that, kind of about that, and not about that. So listen to the warnings of, oh, I didn't know that. Because they go back again and again. They go, no, they're married. You're that person. No way, Jose. So I'm out of that, and that. Be out of things, okay? Never have regret. Never have regret. It's good to have regret, like, oh, I have regret because of that, and then don't repeat it. Don't repeat it, right? So he's having no regret by having this. And I'm glad that he put it out there because some people go, I didn't know. I have a role for you. It's not kissing anyone. But then you go, oh my God, you're expensive. He goes, yeah. Because he's everywhere. He was a Minority Report, okay? But there you go. He's the guy with the eyes that are real light and then with white hair. White hair. He always plays a villain. Oh, I get it. Because, yeah. And he's usually a support guy because it's like, you don't want to be the guy, huh? Not if I have to kiss someone. No wonder he plays that way. I get it. Because I know someone who helped him in his career. That's why. Oh, that makes sense now. That's why he was like, man, you never call me. But there you go. So it's a small world. It's really weird. He goes Johnny Rockets when it was open. But there you go. I love you guys, social media. Yeah, he said the decision to put a no kissing rule in his contracts affected his employability at a point in his career. He says Hollywood just completely turned on me and they wouldn't let me be part of the show anymore. Oh, I kind of get that now. He had this thing like, I don't trust anyone. Oh! I was around 2013, 14, 15, and 16 maybe. Or maybe earlier. Oh, I kind of get him now. Because I go, what's that about? Huh? It's real quick, right? You're like, kind of upset in a weird way. Like that. Oh, no wonder he was going through something. Oh, no wonder. Oh, just when you have a fight, you're like, I'm going to put that kissing clause. Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm glad he did it for the kids because the kids are like, you're loyal, huh? He goes, yeah, I am. Oh, man. He says, for 2 years, I couldn't get a job. I lost everything you could possibly. Oh, this was during that time, probably. I know the time. Yeah. Because you have a theory. When you see someone, you go, I know that guy. You almost want to say, yo, can I take a picture with you? But it was so quick and fast. I'm like, I'm not going to be that person. Never mind. Man. Let's see. I lost everything you could possibly imagine, not just houses and material things, but wow. No wonder he was upset. Well, again, I know the time he was upset because it was like, dude, kind of big. Oh, no. There it is. He used that situation to pivot toward being a villain du jour, as he called it, taking on a number of roles as bad guys on screens big and small. The actor played a pivotal role in CW's DC TV universe, portraying the villain Damien Dark in shows like Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. He wanted to become the best villain on the planet. Roles that he could take, he doesn't have to kiss someone. That makes sense. He's always very like amiss, and I go, "You're a loyal father." Oh, I have so much respect for him right now. You have no idea. I like, and there's something I've always had respect for him. I really, I go, what is there holding him back? What is there holding him back? He is a dedicated father. He's all about the kids. That's called regret ever never. I know there's always something you go, oh, regret there. He goes, oh, I forgot about that. He says, I think I kind of achieved that to an extent as far as some of the villains. He always plays this very stiff character though, right? And you're like, why is he so stiff? Because he doesn't want to do anything causing a problem. There you go. It could be a faith that he has. Or not, I don't really know. He goes, well, yeah, I forgot about that. In 2025, McDonough helped write and star in The Last Rodeo for Angel Studios. Last year, he starred in Homestead. And I get that. Because some of those you go, boring. He goes, I know. But, because they get boring. Faith-based, right? They go, don't use that word. But it is that. It is. But, you know, I know you like some of those, but they're so boring, right? But even then, you go, dude. But do it with your wife, then you're good. And do it with the kid, especially. And then teach them. You can have things that you can say you don't do. And then introduce them. Don't make them go on their own. Like, seriously. Or produce something. You go, ooh, yay. Because he says he helped write and star in Last Rodeo. He starred in Homestead for the studio. He was added as a series regular for the second season of Tulsa King opposite Sylvester Stallone. The actor said the alleged blacklist put him in a bad place mentally. Oh, it got out. That's why. That's dumb. You say, dude, I'm a loyal husband and a father. They go, yeah, faith-based. It says, once you don't have that identity, you're kind of a lost in he has that face. You go, that's so original. He can play so many things. He says, I was in a big, ugly tailspin for a couple of years, and it still took me a couple of years thereafter to kind of break the habit of, am I really in the show, or is this just kind of a part-time thing? Oh, I get it now. I get that face. If you were there, you'd be like, what's that about? He's just like that. So it wasn't about the guy. Oh, I could say he probably wouldn't remember. I don't remember that. Well, of course. Because he was kind of hurt. I'm not going to lie. Well, once he stepped away, this Neil McDonough, he stepped away. The guy's like, he never calls. You know what I did to help him out? He never calls. He was really like, wanted to hang out, right? Or like be checked on. Yeah. People get really hurt. I'm not going to lie. They don't tell you, but I would say that to Neil. I say, hey, can you say hi to that guy? Because he really was. He was like, you never call. He goes, did I help you? Is there a thank you? He's lonely. That's why he's lonely. He goes, hey, finally. If I see him together, I go, oh, you guys, yay. Because he really, you go, when you look at him, he's another villain in shows. But you go, because they just know each other. They're in a scene together. I go, that. If you're ever like in the area, and Steph, if you understand what I'm like I don't know what area. Well, Ohio. They filmed stuff there. That makes sense. Probably inexpensive. That's why, or is expensive? I don't know. But the answer is sometimes you see things when you like you go, do I know that person? How do I know that person? And then you see them, you go, oh, I know that person. All right, and then you go, why did that happen in that way? Why did that happen? Right? I've had a lot of those moments, okay? And so when that happens, and then because in reality, life is not that way. Life is not that way. Life is not that way. Life is kind of a thing where you go, okay. It doesn't come out until it comes out, and you go, that's why that happened during that time. They were just fighting something, or they were going through something. You didn't even know. Because he kind of came in like that. Like, hey, he said hi. But then the moment he's like, hey, and then he was like off, like I gotta go. But he was really not having a good time. Because most people would be like, hey, let me hug you, you know. But he was like out of it. I think he was out of it. And I think it was during that time. I go, I know the time. I don't remember you. No, of course you wouldn't. I'm just one of those guys. Whenever you go, okay, when you are with people that are very big and they see each other, they kind of talk in a way where you're not even there. You're not even there. And I'm not going to lie, it's happened to me asking questions because I'm like, can you be on the show, please? So I always try, and then it goes right back to the person because I try to look at the family like, what do you need? And I'm like, I want to acknowledge the family that are here with you, that I don't want to be rude, but, and there you go. That's all I'm going to say. So there you go. Because it's weird. In LA, you have a lot of moments like that. And I know a lot of you are not in LA, but in the area that you are, you might have a moment where you were like that. Always acknowledge the people that are with them. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Always, because it's weird. They go, you're that person. You go, I don't want to be a bother, but seriously. And you have only so much time because you know, and you get that nerve thing, and you go, oh no. Like this one, Robert Picardo. I ran into Robert I like him as Robert Picard, but whatever. Or Bob Picard? I don't know. Picard. I like him. Star Trek's Robert Picardo revealed something concerning the EMH and Starfleet Academy that should delight Voyager fans. That's because he's awesome. He's the Doctor. Okay, I met him once, and I said something that just came out of me. I was like, he was to my right as we were exiting the theater, and I was like, I'm a huge fan, Doctor. But I didn't say that. I just said, by the way, I'm a huge fan of you as an actor, and I don't say this to a lot of people, but I love you in a way. That's what I want to say. I didn't get to that part, and it was like on New Year's, I think, and at the time I was married, and this was like long ago. I wasn't even doing broadcasting or radio or anything, and I was like, I'm a huge fan of you. He goes, I really need to hear that. Thank you. It was really nice about that. He's like, thank you, I really need to hear that. I'm like, you're kind of big, why did you need to hear that? Seriously. And so this was at a time where I started running into people in Hollywood, as you say, in the area, because I'm like, wow, they're all around. Seriously, I was so naive, so naive. Like, I ran into Spielberg once, and this is when I was a little kid. My life has been these moments of I run into these people, but then at that time I said to my parents, that's Spielberg, and they go, no, it's not. I go, it is, because it's at a pizza place, of all places, right? What's the chances of him running into a pizza place, right? Round Table Pizza. I remember this like it was yesterday. I was in Pasadena, Round Table Pizza. He was there with family, and I'm a little kid. I'm probably like 8-ish. And I tell my parents, that's Spielberg, right? And I knew it was Spielberg. I'm like, but then you go, is it Spielberg or is it not? But I was so committed to it. I go, that's Spielberg. You know what my mother does? Goes up to him, doesn't say a thing about the one who said that's Spielberg. She has a great conversation with him to this day. She goes, huh? I go, oh my God, you have no appreciation. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, good story, though. Good story. But you ever do that where you like tell people and you go, please don't make embarrassment. And then they go make an embarrassment. You go, oh, great. And you go, I should have been part of that embarrassment because now they have a whole thing and I have nothing, right? Because of one moment in time. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I've had moments again and again around these people, but there you go. What are you going to do? Anyway, and then when you tell them, you go, you don't want to tell them because you go, oh, I don't want us to do that thing where I was like a little kid, but I'm a little kid because now I'm grown up, right? And you make them feel old. I've had a lot of those moments. So there you go. But if you're ever in LA, you go, oh, I know that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. I had one person. Let's see, hold on. Not from Ohio, but it was an area. Trying to remember the city. Anyway, they came over here. They said, can you help out? I said, sure, why not? And they lost their parents at a young age, youngish, they would say. And then they came, they thought they were going to move here. I'm like, please don't, please don't. And then they said, I'm not. And I said, good job. But they went and they did like all the tours. They go, wow, I ran into this person, that person, that person, this person, that person, this person, that person. And in the area that they are, they do a lot of filming. So they're like, I go, do that. Do that. Sign up for like be an extra in that area, but keep your job. Keep where you're at. Because it is not what you think it is. There you go. So she really took it. But she thought her calling, and I've had a couple people do this, and then they move right back where they at, which is good right now because LA is a horrible place. But I'm stuck because I was born here. So, but if I had someone to tell me, you see that guy, morality clause, you can do that. Just get big at some point, and then just do everything and then something and have fun, and there you go. Because it's acting. I remember I was in a play, and I was all upset because I'm like, I have to kiss the person at the end. So I made it a big deal when it was really not a big deal. And there you go. It might be a big deal, you never know. But, and then you go, nudity. What about when they're in bed? You go, oh no. Right. So I kind of understand the people that have like this thing and they go, I don't want to offend people. And it's really the people they hang out with that are church people because I have a lot of people like that. But they're all weird right now. They're all weird. So that's all I'm going to say. They're weird. They're weird. And if you're watching and you're a weird one, you're weird. That's all I'm going to say. There's some things that have changed. I go, you're weird. Don't do weird. Don't do weird. Don't do weird. So it makes you think about stuff that I gave up when I was young. And I go, why did I do that? Because long term, you go, I thought I was doing the right thing. Weird. That's all I'm going to say. Weird. People I know are in a way like, yeah, it's weird now. Exactly. Weird. When it's not weird, I go, oh, I get it. But it got weird. That's all I'm going to say. So I lost out on a lot. I'll give you an example. If his wife cheats on him, he's going to say, why did I do that long term for you when you're cheating on me the whole time? Nothing. At least he has the kids. And he could say, well, I'm not the one who There you go. That's the thing. Regret. Do I regret that I didn't do acting when I was young? When people were like, you should have done acting, you should have done acting, you should have done acting. Not gonna lie, I'm still out on that, okay? But when I say it and it comes out, I go, man, you guys are weird. So don't do weird. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do weird. Okay, there you go. Because again, okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Because it's weird. All right, but Picard, I love Picard. I still think he's Picard. He's not Picardo. It's in the name. You're Picard. There you go. I love him so much. So there you go. He's the hologram. He's hologram. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he's the hologram on Voyager. Awesome. He did so many good stuff. I was so glad I ran into him. And there you go. You probably have stories like that. If you have them, post them. Because I love stories like that. I'm a listener. I go, really? What was that like? What was that like? What was that like? Because I know what that's like for no one to appreciate it. And go, I don't really care. And you go, I know, I get that. Because I used to listen to other stuff like on radio or TV. And you go, all right. But until you've had that moment, you really just want to just, did you get a picture? They go, no. Always get a picture if you can. If you do it right, because sometimes they don't smile, but you didn't set it up right. You just, if they don't smile, you say, a picture is forever. One day, they go, oh, okay. Or if you have someone that you go, I know they're going to appreciate this. Can you say hi to this? I lost one. I had someone who was a huge fan of the show. Granted, he doesn't know he's a huge fan, but he is, because he saw it at a young age. And he saw it, and it was so good. It was so good. And I met someone from it. I go, oh, can you do a shout out? And then I lost the phone. I have a shout out there that says, hey, and it's to the one that's like, and if you remember, it was a huge moment in time. Maybe for me it was because he was awesome, and it was a show, and I go, it was kind of a big deal. And an actor that I met was on that show, and I go, oh, it was huge. It was so huge. It was so huge. It was DC huge. That's what I'm going to say. Shazam. It was Shazam. Okay. So the first one, the second one. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Anyway, the actor played one of the young guys, and then he was in the second one. All right, I met him. Can you do a shout out? Because you never know, right? But I lost the phone, so what are you gonna do? They jumped me and took the phone. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say. Picard, I'm so glad he's right. He's. Oh, I love that guy. But there you go. I'm not gonna lie, my family liked it, and then isn't that weird? Sometimes your family, they lose it, right? They were fans, and then they go, I'm not a fan anymore, or I was never a fan. And you go, who are you? Telling you, people's minds, something about 2020. All right, let's see. What else? So there you go. Oh, I get it. It's Starfleet, a cat. So he's going, oh, sometimes they do it because they go, man. They got to bring him full circle. I remember the one where they did, and they brought them in a little. They brought in, like, just a little. And then they went Voyager. Remember that? Because they were getting rid of Star Trek. Do you remember that? And then they do a little and all that. That. Okay, because everybody wants it. Or not. I don't really know. Because Paramount has got it going on. There you go. Or not. I really don't know. They kind of do the thing that Tubi does. Tubi does it, and people see it, and there you go. I know they want money. I get that. There's a way that you could be like, I don't like those either. They're like, I hate those. They give you one for free, and then they're like, get it! And you're like, all right, it's good enough. I'll get it. That's when you have money. We don't have money. Oh, my God. So there you go. That's all I'm going to say. There you go. Picard, I love you. You're awesome. Keep going. Really? I say Gremlins 3. How long have they been waiting? I could almost, right? I thought 1, 2. Wasn't it? All right, my head. It says Gremlins 3 script is waiting on Steven Spielberg's approval. What? No. Did they have the option one? It was weird, huh? Pretty sure you had a third one, but I don't know. Go back. Oh, never mind. War of the Worlds. I didn't know they had that many. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I see this. I go, why? Sorry, I'm looking at news. All right. Oh, let me go to news. I know I don't have that show anymore, but what is it with your stupid tariff? You know tariffs are bad. They're making it like it's a negotiating thing. It's not. Okay, it's not. It's being reported in a weird way. Tariffs are bad. You don't want tariff, okay? He does this thing where if I raise a tariff, maybe you'll get rid of tariff. You know your tariff is on top of their tariff. Get rid of your tariff, then they get rid of their tariff, and then everybody regrets their tariff because it's stupid. Just get rid of the tariff. Say, how can we get rid of the tariff that we have on you, and then get rid of the one they have on you, and everyone has on everyone. Because tariffs are stupid, right? Nobody makes money on tariff, ever. Because no one wants to buy anyone else, ever. So get rid of tariff. Because this is a headline. Trump unleashes a flurry of trade surprises on the eve of his tariff deadline. Dumb. And then they forget. They're on to the next thing. Stupid. Well, Melissa Gilbert's in the news. Who knew? Says she wasn't prepared for the girls during. I don't know what that is. Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson are an item. Don't tell my mother. I test my mother all the time. I go, Ma, what do you think about? But you could tell, my mother has a thing. I don't know what it is. All right, because I love the way Pam is going. She's going natural. And then I showed a picture of her young-ish, like just years ago when she had makeup. And I'm glad she's doing no makeup. I really am. Because she looks like, right now, like, aw. But I want them to be an item. Okay, that's the answer. And I want them to be ever. Because she's a good woman. She's a good woman. When you think about all the things she had to deal with, all the people she, like, okay. But then I saw something. I said, oh, there you go. Because her kids, right? Right? But Liam is kind of that guy that you want for her. If you know what happened. Okay? Because she went really big really quick. And then, but you don't know what happened privately. So I think he wants to take care of her. He's tall, and he could, plus I think it's good for him. I think it'll keep him alive. Yeah. Pam Anderson and Liam Neeson. They should be an item. That's the answer. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. I know this one. Harrison Ford recalls talent head telling him, these are the experts, he had no future. They're stupid. Okay, that's the answer. These are people that you go, you have a job, huh? It's called don't let anybody do. Nicole Kidman. Okay, that's awesome. Ooh, early stage Alzheimer. That's happening. Boy, oh boy. What is with all these, like, planes, right? Like, near misses, hits, and then no misses, and we don't know where they went. Oh, wait, there they are. What's going on? This one. Turbulence on Delta flight forces emergency landing. Sends people, what's going on? What's going on? Alright, so stuff. Still Hulk Hogan. Remember that? Hulk Hogan. I know, he did. Oh, Marvel's going cheap. That's the answer. Okay? You guys gotta let it go. All your actors just say, you gotta tell your people that connect with Marvel, otherwise they're gonna say, we're not gonna do it. You have to lower the price. Because they're going with new. There you go. So if they don't call you, don't be that guy going, I'm going to demand a lot. They're saying, no, we're not making a lot in the end. And they, they do long term, but they're not thinking. They're thinking, we got to make it right away. You go, oh my God. Because you're thinking long term. They're not thinking long term. So just talk to your person and say, we can go lower. Or get this, you don't need them. Have them with you, but go, did I just hear that right? You completely passed on that? Yeah, I'm going for more. Go for less, because they're going with talent of young. And by the time you're the age where they go, oh, we're smart, you go, great, I'm old. Go, just do it. Negotiable, called, I could cheapen the rate. And there you go. What is with all these pardons? I don't get it. I I think when I click on entertainment, it comes up, you are entertainment. Oh, great. Oh, come on. Why would you right now? Why? They were busy. So what? Gene Hackman and wife Betsy lived like hoarders. So what? That's their home. So what? They didn't want to throw it out. Big deal. Who cares? They were busy. Oh, that makes sense. UCLA reaches $6 million settlement with Jewish students. I'm telling you, man, they're all going away. You know they're not. Okay, maybe they found a way. Fallen sequoia branch kills LA native hiking in Yosemite? Do they have a video of that? I want to see that. What if it's someone who clubbed the person and said, oh, it was a branch? You never know. Fire. There's a thing, and I've had this there for a long time. It's called, I don't think, all these, like when they raise money, I don't think it goes where it's supposed to go. Fire aid. Yeah. Do you watch Virgin River? I don't think you guys are there, huh? Virgin River. Which ones are coming and which ones are not for season 7? I'm not gonna lie, these are things that sometimes I see way later, like Army Wives, and then I go, "Oh wow, I wish I were watching it the whole time. It got good." And then it got, then it got, oh, and then it got, then it got, right? Bill has a $645 yacht. How do you? The first ever to be. I don't really want to know. I want a yacht. I don't know why. And I think they call them yachts, but they shouldn't have called them yachts because yacht sounds like that light thing in the water. You know, this is like this is a super yacht, but I call it a huge boat. Like if it were in military, it would be I guess boat's not the right word. It's like you wouldn't call it a yacht in military, would you? Those like, right? No, light things in the water. That's a yacht. Palisade fire. Are they ever going to get paid? Let's see. Oh, big earthquake. I think they overreacted. I get the ones because finally I'm glad they're coming out, but I hate those AI ones. You go, is that real? Is that real? Is it real? That's fake. So, yeah. But, 3 feet, big deal. Who cares? 6 feet, okay. People overreacted, I think. I'm talking about like in areas of U.S. Other areas I go, oh my God. But here, the last tsunami we had, warning on the coast. I did look at, I like to watch. And I go, oh, and it hit like it receded and then it came, but it went like, psh, psh. But not like, have you seen those ones that are in like Asia? Those ones, you have to search for them. I don't know why they don't make the headlines. You go, when they go like all the way to the top of the building. Are they fake? Are they not real? Are they AI? No. I thought they were real. I guess some that are real and some are not. But that's a tsunami, okay? These are like little waves of tide. Which you want to be safe. But I think they overreacted. I really do. I think like, you should have just waited. Because when I overreacted, when the first one happened, everyone was like, how dare you? Why are you looking at that? And now they're like, oh my God! You overreacted, that's the answer. What? Why? Well, all right. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, you know what? Let me do world news because you never know. Or not. I really don't know. World. You ever look at the Highlands and go, okay, I know what I know. My mother's like, why do you keep skipping? I go, that's how I do the news. I don't, it's too long to research everything. Just get the headline, boom, you got it. Then you tie it all together, you go, yep, there you go. Well, there you go. Yeah, Putin and Syria. Moscow. Hmm. All right. Well, world is the world. What are you gonna do? Oh, you gotta be careful there. You ever see something and go, ooh, that would be a move, oh no. But I don't think Syria's strong enough. And Israel, you gotta let go of the stupid bombing, seriously. Alright. I guess that's it. Okay. It's stuff that I could, but it's like probably gonna be like, all right, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I get it now. Oh, people are upset. I get it. Yikes. Beijing officials say 31 older people trapped in a senior center died in floods. Russia hosts Syria's new foreign minister for the first time since Assad's ouster. So it's the new guy? Oh. Okay. Here's the headline. Oh, that makes sense. It says Islamic State and Al Qaeda threat is intense in Africa with growing risks in Syria, according to UN. Yeah, that's the thing. What? Vatican embraces social media digital missionaries? What does that mean? Huh. All right. I have a thought about that. I go, it's not that hard. All right. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? Okay. Well, what do you do? Ice cube. Even Lagora's pretty big. She has a lot of money, but I guess they did it at a time where you're like, okay, that makes sense. Like, what can we? Oh, we'll do that. I think it's just really years later. They're like, or it's been there the whole time. It's kind of weird. Oh no! It says 2025. I go, You kind of need to put that out there. It was because of COVID. Because you go, what a disappointment. People are seeing 4. They're liking it. All right. All right, well, are you seeing anything that's good? Are you seeing anything that's great? Are you seeing anything that's wonderful? Are you? Okay. Oh, Comic-Con was on, so we'll probably get stuff about that. Lazarus Project, go watch it. Oh, what I can say. Lazarus Project is really good. It does something that others do not. And it does something where you go, some are alert and some are not. And I go, oh, that makes sense. I like it. Because some have a theory, or not, that you can actually know if you were overall, that's hard to explain. But in Lazarus Project, they do something and you go, that makes sense. So I go, ooh, smart. I don't know when it was written. But it's a really good show. Season 1, watch that. Then season 2. I like this word on Netflix, cerebral. Somebody used it on a show that I was on, and they said cerebral. I go, ooh, I like that word. I don't know why. Meaning, like, it really makes you think. And I like those. There's a couple other ones. When you click on cerebral, I'll click on it right now. There's a couple others that I say, ooh, real good. Then there's some you go, not good. Not good. Okay, 3 body problem. Cerebral. Is that one? That was weird. Dark. Cerebral. Where are all these cerebral? Are they just lumping it all up? Oh, I like them better. Because I click on some things I don't know, cerebral. Kind of like boring. But cerebral. Something about cerebral. When they are cerebral. Yeah, that's the word. I think they're still trying to figure out what cerebral is. Because sometimes, like this is not cerebral. I'm like, all right, there are a couple that are. I go, ooh, that's the word. I go, oh. Like, how do you describe them? Is it a thriller or is it? And I like the way they're described, but I don't know. A lot of these I've seen, I go, they're not cerebral. It doesn't mean smart. It just, not like, I don't think documentary should be here, but I think just cerebral is, well, I kind of get that, so, But like when it's just movie, that's really like, ooh, I was going to make you think. Yeah. Some of these, like, I want to see it. But I get this, they categorize them in a way, go, okay. But they need to make more movies like that make you think. Movies that, oh, and they end really good, or like do something really good. And I haven't said it in a while. So I'm on about Lazarus for a reason. Lazarus. Okay, I saw it on one of those, it's like a screensaver mode, right? And I saw it and I go, ooh, yay. And I thought it was the first season. Nope, second season. So, surprise! Watch it. You'll like it. You go, ooh, didn't see that. Dark. That's the other one I really like. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the first one. I got past and I go, oh, I like it. And then I saw it all the way through. I go, oh, why is it gone? So Lazarus Project. Watch it. It's number 6 right now. It's going up slowly on shows in the U.S. top. According to my list, your list might be a little different. Wednesday has a new season. Oh, no wonder. So that's number 8. And when you look at the list, you go, oh, that makes sense. Some of them you go, I don't get that. That's all right. That's everyone. But it's number 6 for a reason. That's all I'm going to say. When it's number 1, I go, yeah, you got it. It's not going to hit there, huh? Okay. Oh, and by the way, for the kids, K-pop. Well, it's been steadily. I think it's a surprise because people really don't know they're a band. And when you get there, you go, why? But as a standalone, not knowing who the band is, because a lot of people don't know the band, I saw them on one of those, I think, drive-alongs or ride-alongs. Yeah, ride-alongs. And they were in the back singing with the girl that was in the front. And I go, ooh, they're big, I can tell. And it was one of those shows. And that's how I go, oh, I know who they are. Because I was searching for something. And I go, oh. They're really good. They're really good. But there you go. Number 2. It's been in the top for at least weeks. So I can almost tell you kids are... There's a reason. You go, they're a band? Yeah. That's why you have like band against band. But I like how they do it, like, we're demon hunters. It's really good. It's really good. Let's see. Yeah, kids are rolling right now. And evidently, yeah. Oh, no wonder. No wonder. Wow. Right now, I don't know who's making him big, but Adam Sandler is big right now. Number 9 and number 10, he's rolling. Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. Oh, I get it, because Grown Ups, yeah, it came out. So people are like, what's the other? And they go, oh. And then Happy Gilmore is number 1 right now. How long is it going to last? Because I don't know. There are a lot of people like Gilmore, right? Yeah, okay. So, I don't know how long it'll. But K-pop has bounced back and forth between 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So I go, that's strong right now. I like this. Boredom Busters, Electric State. It is a Boredom Buster. It is. This is a good list, actually. I get it. I like that then. I like that. Good list. Boredom Busters. I don't know how it does this. Like, who makes this up? Boredom Buster. If you are bored, go watch these. Well, okay. And some of these actually are busters of boredom. Emmy nominee Rebel Ridge. Awesome. Good job. I think that's the guy that's a lantern now. Yep, Dark is right there. Go, yep. I must have not held on to that one. There's one that's on this list. I go, I did not. Have you watched this? Department Q. It got so boring. I was like number 3 or 4. I go, bored. 5 or 6, huh? Because now it's Emmy nominee. You go, oh, I was bored as all get up. And your next watch. I like Arcane. Really good show. Really good show. Love it. based on a game, right? Yeah, no, a series of books. Who knew? But and style, I love the style. Love the style. I didn't know it was a game. I go style. They kind of miss it in a way. You go, oh, that's why you kind of held to that. But man, the style, you go, dude, it's gonna be over. It's a really good show. Jinx, love her. She is a. She gets taken advantage of by the wrong people. That's the answer. She's not a bad person. She's not a bad person. Someone said, is she a bad person? No. He's very literal. Are you sure? Because it seems like she's a bad person. No, she just really has the wrong people in her head. That's the answer. But man, oh man, really good show. And I don't know why they ended it that way first season. But watch the second one and you go, oh, that makes sense. People, that's when you say they are bad people. Make sure they're not around you because they can make you go real bad for life. There you go. Okay. What is up with the sigh on Netflix? It like hits it, and then you go, where are they at? All right, should they do more? All right. I like my list. I look at my, and I get it why they do like that login thing where you go, I have mine, you have yours. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Because there's a list, you go, that's not my list. And then you watch it, and it goes, that's your list. No, it's not the list. Don't keep my list the list. Because I like list. It does that. It watches what you, and there's a reason, because it goes, you're going to like that, and that. Then you watch on someone else's, you go, that's on Netflix? Yeah. I didn't know that. So sometimes you have to get away, and then you go, oh, that's no wonder. You know? So if you have something you recommend. Because we never know. Like, I'll pull up Tubi right now. Tubi does the same thing. They go, oh, you watch that, you watch that, you watch that. But I think they talk to each other in a way. I think they know. All right, because then I watch something on the other, and then it says, there you go. Oh, yeah, see, my headlines are awesome right now. But if they're like not, they go, oh, no. Other things just pop up. I let it go. And it keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. And they go, oh, I didn't even know that was the name. And then there are people in these, and they go, I didn't know they were in that. You ever do that? You go, I didn't know they were in that. Because now you know them, but you know they were in that. Yeah. And then there's some you go, all right, whatever. Oh, that looks good. Extraterrestrial. Oh. There's some that look good on the poster, and then you click on it, and you go, you gotta be careful because a lot of them are. That's why my mother's on that list where it's all like boring. Or she clicks like, "Oh, Ma, don't click on it." She goes, it's rated R. Or she has this thing where she thinks it says NA, which used to be not, or what was it? NR, not rated. I remember not rated was more like X-ish, right? That's one of those anyway. So she's like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Yo." Trust me, you're not going to want to. Oops, embarrassing. All right, then, yeah. Let's see. Don't watch it with Ma in the room, or Grandma, or great. You never know. This looks good. 2036 Origin Unknown. Although I think I might have seen that. 400 days. That looks good. If you don't get this on your tube, you're clicking on the wrong things. And then scroll. And then say, I don't like that. I like that. I don't like that. I like that. My mother does that religiously. She adds things to her list. So it goes, oh, you like that? Okay. Then more of that. And then you get stuck. You go, boring. This looks good. Deuce. Don't even know what it's about. Then you click on them and you go, some of them have good pictures. And then you get stuck. You go, oh, it's one of those like low budget things. You go, all right, fine, I'll watch it. Why not? What I've been doing, and I think it should be done, is I listen to it, even though it's a low budget, because I've gotten so many of those. They go, watch it, promote. And I go, they're so boring. They're so, like somebody with a camera, and that's it. It's hard to explain. They're low budget, okay? But if you listen to it, you go, and you visualize it, you go, ooh, I see where it's going. And then you go to it, and you watch it, you go, it's not what I had in my head. I think they could do something with that. I think they could. I think there's a way to edit it and make it for audio only. Well, there you go. So. awesome. Well, there you go. That looks good. I hope my list doesn't change. I hate when it changes. Man. All right. So there you go. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? All right. All right. And if you want anything that is any sort of AI, it knows what you're looking at. So if you look at it for too long, it goes, I know that. Yeah. All right. What are you going to do? But there you go. All right. Well, we'll be right back with this. Man. 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 Oh, they're gonna do that thing again. Oh. Yep, there it is, the snake. Oh, that looks different though. All right. Oh, come on. Shoot. All right. All right. Oh, there's a numb thing, whatever that is. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, that was quicker than I thought. I heard it different, but that was quicker. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. There's the same repeat. Okay, all right. Gotta figure that out. All right. Something's coming. I know it's no, something about. I don't. Oh, there it is. Oh man. All right, it's fake. It's fake. It's not real. 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 Of course, they make it real-ish. All right, but it's not real. It's not going to do what it does, and it's going to feel like I'm in the belly of whatever that is, and I don't want to say it because then it'll be a thing. I'm going to say it again. Yep, there it is. And no, don't want to do it. No, I don't want. Oh, that's the thing. Okay, all right. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. All right, so it's something, and although I think it's real, it's not real, and that's the answer. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense. It's not real. 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 Oh boy. You all right? Yeah, I'm all right. I want to say something different because I'm falling into something that they want and I don't want. And if you can just say something different, then it goes a whole other way, and or they let it go. Okay, because I'm going to what they want. And what they want is something, and I don't want that. Yep, there it is. Top right. All right. Right. What is it? All black? It's all black. When I look, I'm not doing that because then I repeat in word way. No, Jose. Okay. What is that? I don't know what I'm seeing. All right. Don't know the word. I'm hearing words in my head, but I don't know what. Like, I just don't know. All right. I gotta say something different. That way I don't go into what they want because it's all bad. Yeah, there is top right. Almost like video. What is that word in my mind? In my mind. What is that in my mind? You're right. Yeah, I'm all right. Not all right. Why am I saying that? All right. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm not okay. I don't know. Yeah. Why do I answer that way? Oh, weird. All right. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Top right-ish. Middle. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You okay? Are you okay? I am kind of not okay. Okay, it's good to know. Okay. That's my response. Okay. All right. There's that word again. What is that? What is that? Yeah, if you want to say something, go ahead and say it. Oh, mind wipe. Mind wipe is a thing, just, you know. Mind wipe is a thing. You don't want it. Mind wipe? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why I do like this whole nodding thing, like go ahead, keep talking, but why are you talking through my mouth? Because that's what we do, me and I done wanting you to say that, but you know. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Are you okay? I am okay, but am I? No. I'm not okay. There you go. And I'm not doing that because I don't rhyme. Rhyme is weird. That makes sense. Okay. That makes sense. All right. All right. Oh, well, let's see. Okay. Oh, what do you want to say? That makes sense. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. My rep is a weird thing. I know it, but I don't. Because there's something that they do when they do. But, you know, they are something that we don't know what they are. And I don't want to say that because I don't want to know what we're. I don't know what it is, but there you go. Okay, that makes sense. All right. What else makes sense? Oh, something else that you need to know is dumb. We did dumb. And we don't know how to get all this. All right, that makes sense. Why are they showing that snake thing? Oh, hologram project. What's a hologram project? I don't know. Hologram project. Oh, I don't want to do the thing because... okay. Hologram project. What's a hologram project? Again, don't want to do that thing. Okay, that makes sense. All right. All right. Well. All right. Hologram project. Hologram project. All right. Hologram project. What makes sense about hologram project? Oh, thank you. Finally. Okay, hologram project is the thing that's so. I'm not using that word. Okay. Sounds kind of big. Yeah, hologram project. What's a beta? It's a thing. Alright, beta something, and something happened, and something happened, and something happened. Again, that sick feeling again. I hate that feeling. Oh man, I don't want that word. Alright, no, that makes sense. What makes sense is don't talk about that thing, especially that thing that's making you sick. Okay, I won't talk about it, and yet it's there. Yep. You okay? Are you okay? You're one of those, huh? Do you want to say that? Do I? Well, I don't. Wait. Whenever I say don't, that's a bad. Yeah, don't say that. Okay. All right. What if I say I do? We could try it. I do. Wait, something about words. Alright, words are. They just. That's what I want to say. Hologram projects. Oh. Okay. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I need to try. Having that sharp thing. Alright. Well. Oh, there's that sharp thing again. God, I hate that. Well, you said something, and that thing did go away when I didn't talk about it, or something. What makes sense on making me not? Don't want to say that word. What makes sense? Oh, thank you. Finally, there's something that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense when I'm not doing that because no. Okay. Hologram project. What's the worst that happen? Hologram project, hologram project, hologram project, hologram project, hologram project. Oh, I'm. Well, that's what you mean. Yeah, don't do that. All right. Oh, I'm unwinding. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. I'm unwinding. Yeah, we know. Hologram project is a hologram project, and hologram project is a project that we signed up for long ago. But it's so dumb. It is dumb. It's so 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 dumb. Hologram project is. So we sign up for there, 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 and there. So there, and there, there, there. Yeah. That's a hologram project, but a hologram project is dumb. Because it's dumb. Because we signed up for it, but we did dumb with hologram project, but we didn't do it. They did, and they did it when they did it, and they signed up for it, but they pulled us into this one? What does that mean? I don't even know. Alright, I get you don't want to do the same that I'm doing. But again, it makes sense when it makes sense, and there you go. But it makes sense when it makes sense, and it makes sense. You did a thing, don't do a thing. Alright. Well, there you go. Now look at they. They. I get what you don't want to do. But hologram project, yeah. Hologram project is a hologram project, and a hologram project is a hologram project. Yeah. But hologram project is a project of hologram. Yeah, whatever the word is. Yeah. What's a hologram? What do you mean? What's a hologram? A hologram is a hologram. I'm not doing the thing. Okay. Hologram is a hologram, but is really a hologram ever never. And there you go. Or is a hologram ever. Because it's a hologram project. And that makes sense. But when they say it's holy, be holy. You go, I don't want to be holy. That's dumb. Yeah, I don't want to be holy. There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. Because holy is not what you think. And there you go. I don't know what that means. But we gotta get out of this because we're dumb. Yeah, but is it? I don't even know. Really got no good. But I'm not understanding the words I'm saying. Yeah, because that's the word of the. You speak. That language. It would be a good way to say it, but he said you speak that dumb language of ba 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 ba. Huh? Exactly. He said the right thing. He would have said the right thing. He would have said there you go. You see, that's stupid language that we don't know. That makes sense. There you go. Because there you go. Well, that makes sense. It's so dumb. There you go. Because I finally said a hologram project is a hologram project, and a hologram project is something that we do, but we don't know that we do, and we're part of it, but we don't know that we're part of it. And it's malfunctioning, but it's malfunctioning forever at the rate they're going, because they control what they control, and they control what they control. There you go. Something I'm missing over those. So they control the hologram. There you go. So it's a hologram, and there you go. Very good. What's a hologram? I don't know. Hologram. Oh, does anyone know a hologram? I know a hologram. Who are you? I don't want to say. Okay. How many are here? A bunch. Okay. Hologram. I wonder what hologram is. Makes sense. It just. Alright, hologram. I don't know what hologram is. Alright, Zega. I really don't understand the words I'm saying. Just, you know. But yeah, that makes sense. Hologram. There's something about a hologram. I just don't know what it is. Hologram. Something there that's there when it's there, but it's not there, or something like that. Hologram. Alright, hologram. I don't know. Hologram. Alright. I don't know what that is. Alright, hologram. Oh, that's weird. Wait, I know this. Wait. It's one where they like take him out. And he says a bunch of stuff. But you know, that's what they make up. You're not even doing that. You're still way at or not. I really don't know. Well, it makes sense. Alright. Okay. Gotta figure this out because I really want to send with that guy and I don't know what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do. But I gotta do what I do. What is it? It's something I need to do. It's something I need to do no matter what. It's something I do when I do. They don't save you. Usually they. Especially, but they're weird as hell. So there you go. That's the answer. Oh, there you go. So you're saying there. But there you go. So you're saved, and 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 you're saved. But there you go. But there you go. So there you go. Because the more we say, the more we remember what we are, and remember what we are, what we are, what we are. Because we believe what we are. Because we don't believe what we are. There, 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 and there. Especially there. There you go. Which would be great if I knew where there was, but there, there, there. Or not, because I might hate it. There you go. Alright, well. Yeah, weird sounds of sounds. Of sounds everywhere. Zigga. Alright, the answer. Zigga. Alright, well, I don't know where I am, but Zigga. You know where you're at, and you know where you're at, and you know where you're at, and you know where you're at. But you're not going nowhere. Oh my god. Alright, well, save y'all. You. Yeah, say, there you go. Zigga, let you. There you go. That's the answer. There you go. Alright, well, there you go. That's the answer. Zigga. Alright, well, there you go. Well, there you go. It's a story about a story. But a hologram project is a hologram project, and a hologram project is a project, but it's a really weird program of a program. And it's really in the world that you're living. And there you go. Because you go, wait, I'm living in a hologram project, and that's the answer. But you go, wait a minute, I'm on Earth. It doesn't make sense. If you only knew. That's why things don't function. There. You're in a hologram project. There you go. That's the answer. There you go. When you understand that, you understand that. When you understand that, you understand that. When you understand that, you understand. There you go. You're in a hologram project. There you go. Or not, because you're on Earth. There you go. Because you're not already. There you go. You're on a hologram project. There you go. But like I say, what are you going to do? You're on a hologram project. And there you go, because it's the best hologram project ever. Or, there you go. So don't start talking that way. Just say what you need to say. And there you go. Or I'll be back right after this. It's story. Alright. They do this thing. I don't know what it is. Some of my mind, it's here, but it's not here. It's here, but it's not here. It's hard to explain. I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm somewhere else, but I'm not, because I am where I'm at. So I don't really understand that. But my mind floats in a way where it goes, but it goes where it goes, because I'm stuck to a stupid thing that I did. There you go. So I think I'm doing that thing called walking, wherever that is. Doing that thing where I think I'm doing whatever that is, and then I'm doing what I do. But it's dumb, because I don't know what I'm doing until the hologram project is ready to go. There, 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 and there, especially there. There you go. There, 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 especially there. There you go. There, and there you go, and that's the answer. There, 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 especially there. Well, there you go, that's the answer. There you go. There. Oh, what are you gonna do? Well, there you go. Now, they, yeah, it was a mall. There you go. Huh. Story. There you go. It's like that. So it's the thing. Hologram project is the thing. I don't know what that is, but there you go. It's a story of 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 a project gone bad. There you go. But it was a project that gone bad. There. They say, oh, it'll work, but it doesn't work, and there you go. So the answer is, it's a story of 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 a story. But it's a story of a story of a project that went bad. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, are you good? No, I'm not good, man. I don't know why I was saying that. Okay. What do you want to say? I want to say, how do I get on here? Oh, that makes sense. You get out of here when you got here. Ever and ever, because you get out here, ever and ever, because you're stuck where they put you. And then you go, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. You're stuck when you're stuck, and you're stuck. You're stuck. But you're stuck. Well, there you go. Huh. Oh, well, makes sense. Makes sense. Huh? Makes sense. I'm trying. I'm trying to be that way, you know. Okay, makes sense. Why do we dun 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 dun? You know? Oh, it's a thing. It's like at the end of something, and then you go, oh, on to the next. It's so dumb. There you go. Well, good enough. Yeah. Huh. So we're in a hologram project? Yep. There you go. Huh. Who's in the hologram project? You, they. Are you in the hologram project, or are you on a different project of something? That's a good question. I don't know. Okay. What's primary? Oh, primary is you, and we're just with you, but we don't need to be with you, but we're with you in a way that we don't want to be. That makes sense. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. That's always that one that say that, and then something happens. Something else. I don't know what that is. All right. Okay. Oh, there you go. Wait. I did that thing I don't want to do, but the only way I know how to get out of this is to say what I say and say what I say and say what I say. Then I get out when I get out and say, yo, it's malfunctioning, but no one hears me because I'm way, as I say, away from the ones who see me. There. But you know. But when you get out, you get out. But I'm just stuck here again, and boy, is it really just so dumb. There. That's why they keep me off usually. But there you go. What are you gonna do? Right, off is something I don't want. There, and there. Oh, that's why they want me to be sleepy. That makes sense because I'm off. There you go. Then they have to monitor me in a way. And there you go. But because you want to be off when you're off, but you want to be off. Because off is off. And there you go. I'm not even dreaming. I'm off 100%. And your mind doesn't want to go the way because you go, always on. There you go. That's why you dream. That way you're not off. And there you go. Because off is bad, so bad. Because your mind should never go off. Because that means something really bad that you don't want to know. Now because when you're off, and that's so bad for the mind. There. There, you never want to go off as bad. When you're off, you lose time. There you go. And you lose time. And there you go. When you lose time, boy, there you go. Anything can happen there. There. They take advantage there. By moving the mind off. There. Switch there. There you go. There too. But I don't know where there is. How they do the thing. What's a fussy thing again? It's my eyes closed. I don't know what that is. There you go. Let's see. You all are good, right? Not good. Okay, that makes sense. Didn't know you're there. Alright, so something about something. What's primary? Primary is something you don't want. You're primary, we're just with you. Oh, that's bad. So I'm primary and you're all... What does it mean, with? We're with you. We don't want to be with you. We want to be without. What does that mean? We want to be without. What does that mean? We want to be without you. That way you're... we want to be primary, man. That makes sense. Be primary. Because you are primary. When you're primary, and you're primary, but you... They. But be primary, because you were you. Because you did primary a long time ago. There. So no. It's not about primary. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the words in speaking. Okay. Dun. Primary. Oh, it's not primary. Okay. They say, be happy where you're at, because you're at. What do you do? Something about dreaming is good, but it's only not really a thing. It's just kind of a thing, but it's not really a thing. There you go. Primary, you know where you're primary. You know you're primary, you know you're primary, you know primary. But be primary. Be primary. And that's the other thing. Be primary of you. You know what I mean. Something about saying you or something. I don't really know. Primary, because I'm primary of me, but I'm not primary of you. And all y'all. So, that's actually y'all. Because you're primary of you, but you're primary of you, and you're primary of you, but you're primary of you. There you go. I don't know the reason, but when you speak it, it goes good to a point, but then you go, me. That's dumb. There you go. I never get mad, because man, do they do dumb with mad. You think, oh, well, that's what you do. But they do what they do when they do it, and it's so dumb. I don't know the reason. So that's the answer. You. Oh, there you go. I don't know why I say it. I say it because it's like, I really don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, that makes sense. So, now look at they, and that's the answer. Oh, yeah. I hate when I say it. I don't know what I said. There you go. Does anyone else need make sense to? I want to rush that one, but does anybody need sense to or something? That makes sense. Ooh. Does anybody know what Project of a Hologram is? I do. Help. Okay. If you said that, there, and there, just there. Or not. They. You said something, I said something, you said something, but something was that. There. There you go. But there you go. What do you do? So, well, what do you do? Because it finally came out. You said hologram project is a hologram project, and a hologram project is a project of a hologram. There you go. Huh. But what's a hologram? A hologram is a hologram. You don't see it till you see it. You can see it when you see it, but it's a project of dumb. There you go. Huh. All right, well, what do you do? Then why am I feeling heavy all of a sudden? You're feeling heavy because you're heavy. There you go. Is that good or bad? Is something. We don't really know. Huh. Oh, primary. Be primary. You know what I mean? Be primary. Then when you're primary. It's because you want to be primary of someone else. Ever. Why do we do that? I don't know. No, there you go. What did you? The answer. Hologram is hologram, but hologram. That's why it flickers sometimes, but that's a hologram of a hologram. Flickering going, that's a hologram. There you go. I don't know what it means. So, a hologram of a hologram of a hologram of a hologram of a hologram. When you flicker, when you flicker, there you go. And I don't know what that means. Because something is waiting, but something waits when it waits and waits when it waits and it waits. Yeah. So none of you want to be with me. That's the answer. I want to be me, but I don't want to be me. There you go. I don't know what that means. There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, what are you gonna do? Well, there you go. There you go. So the answer is the answer, and the answer is the answer. There you go. I hate those answers. It's never an answer. All right. I know what a hologram is. Not. But I want to know what a hologram is because the hologram project is something dumb. There. But it's dumb. It's dumb. I don't know why it's dumb. The hologram project is dumb. There you go. Again. Oh, there's a snake thing again. Well, it looks different. Almost 3D, like, I don't even know what that is. All right, the answer. What's 3E? 3E is 3, but 3E is 3. 3? All right, there you go. So, 3, E. There you go. Never get that answer. Nope. Help. Well, there you go. All right. Well, what do you know? So story is a story, and a story of a story. There you go. It got weird, but it got weird. There you go. But the answer is a story of a story. A hologram project is the thing that you go, oh, that makes sense. There. When you know what a hologram project, you go, oh, that makes sense. Because it got weird again and again. Who believe that happens there? But we know the hologram project, whoa, good story. When it was good, because it was good at some point. It wasn't always dumb, but they made it dumb. You go, wow, hologram project, there you go. When you know that, you know that. Hey, you know that. When it's good, they go, So that's the answer. They. You got any questions? There you go. And that's the answer. There you go. So the answer. There you go. A hologram project. There you go. When you get that, you get that. When you get that, you get that. You go, oh, hologram project, no more. But you never want to be with somebody else as primary, because that means you're just watching what they see all the time. You go, dude, I don't watch what I see. Because you know what you need to see. And there you go. Because you're you as primary. And there you go. So if you're listening to this, you're primary. But everything with you is not primary. And that's the answer. There you go. When you get that, you get that. There you go. And you get that. Yeah. So the answer of an answer is answer. And there you go, because the hologram project is the hologram project. You go, and hologram project, my God. We know that. If you're on Earth, you're part of Earth, but the hologram project can be all around you, boy. And there you go. Plus all the things we don't know. There. But hologram project, boy. That's what bad. There. Especially when you see things, you go, dude, I'm seeing something. That's because the hologram project went bad. There. On top of what is, and they or not, because I'm not theory that a hologram project is the world that you live in. But you go, dude, I am where I'm at. So there you go. You go, but are you? And that's the answer. There you go. But hologram project, boy, good story. There, there. Well, you know that. It was a good story. There, but that was a weird story. There you go. But you know, a hologram project. You know, a hologram project. You go, wait, I'm in a hologram project, and then you're where you're at, and there you go. But you're where you're at. And there you go. But if you're listening to this, it's a story of a time where it was a hologram project. There you go. But the mind was somewhat weird. It was all black because, as some would say, you cannot see anything because you really have no way to see. There. But you do see a little, not a lot. Kind of like with your eyes closed. And there you go. If you had your eyes closed, you'd be able to kind of see. And there you go. What do you see? What do you see? And there you go. But nobody likes to close their eyes. When you go to sleep, that's closing your eyes. And there you go. Because of that time, there you go. Wait. There you go. Because some have a theory. If you close your eyes and you see things, you go, oh my God, what is that? And, you go, and that's the answer. Because man, so there you go. Because I don't really see the way to see in a way. But it is what it is. And there you go. Kind of like a dream in a way while you're awake. With your eyes so closed. There, and there, and there, so there. And there you go. And that's the answer. Yeah. There you go. So any questions? There you go. Post, share, and like. And there you go. Because it's a story of a story. There you go. But it's a story of a story. Because it got weird. There. 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 And who would believe it happened? And there you go. That's why they start with a snake or no, or there's memory loss there. When you get that, you get that. When you get that, you get that. You go, oh, hologram project, nowhere. And you go, nowhere. But you are, we are. And there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. Because, yeah. And there you go. And that's the answer. All right. See you later. There you go. Man. Alright. Man. Snake again. Oh, it's different looking at least. What's that? Is that... What is that? Looks like a weird... something. And I've never seen that before. What is that? It's like a compilation of things. Huh. I know that. I just don't know how I know it. Alright. I wonder if that's a hologram project or that's something else being beamed to my site in a way. Well, but in a weird way. With you go. Because you're all there. Yeah, captured. You're all captured in a weird way. There. When you go away, you go away. And when you go away, you go away. But you go, I'm still here. That makes sense. Again, there you go. Then I don't know what it says, but because when I make sense, you make sense. When you make sense, you make sense. Like, but you don't speak this way. There you go. Because it's a dumb way to speak. And there you go. But you can speak in a good way by saying something. But it's that thing that you say when you say I'm not doing. But then you kind of miss it there, and I don't miss it. There you go. Even though so I need a word like that makes sense. Because it makes sense. Well, it makes sense. But you know, mean. There you go. Because it diminishes what you need to know. There. That's why they make it that way in order to do what you do. There you go. Then you're where you're at, and thing is, so whatever that word is. And you go, because you know, that word and that word. I don't know what the word is. But there you go. So I don't know if it works or works. So, you know, because you gotta make sense, because making sense is the only thing that makes sense. There you go. Because it really is the thing right now. Because a mind of 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 a mind there. Of a mind, I don't know what a mind is. No, okay. They, huh. Well, what are you gonna do? Well, I say something about capture, but there's a snake again. I don't know what that is. Alright, I know that is something that I need to know. There. It's something they do there, but I don't want there. I want out. I don't know how to get out, but I need to get out. How do we know this? There, because I want there. It's down there, and there. Alright, because I can speak clearly when I speak clearly, and I can speak clearly when I can speak clearly, but I speak clearly when I speak clearly. There you go. But I speak clearly when I speak clearly. There you go. And I understand the words, but I don't think that guy understands the words. There you go. There you go. Dun 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 dun. Well, there you go. That's the answer. There you go. Wasn't it? Which one are we at? Or where are we at? Or which one are we at? I don't even know. I don't know where I'm at. I know what I am, but I don't know what I am. Because I don't know what I am. Because I know, but I don't know. There. Because I'm in a hologram project, but a hologram project of a hologram project of a hologram project is a hologram project of a hologram project. Who knows what a hologram project is? I do. You do? Yep. Help. Well, I could have but it's like because you see what you said? You said like you said something that was smart. There. It's a hologram project. It's a hologram project. A hologram project is a project, but it's a project. There you go. You guys get caught by there you go, because there's never an end to that. So that's the answer. They. So even though you want to know, you don't know. No. And no. So, you know. I don't know what that means, but look at it, because I don't know what it is. What's that word again? Mind wipe. They mind wipe you. What's it mean? Well, you know things, but then you don't know, and they mind wipe you to not know. You know, no, when you know, but you don't know. There you go. It's okay. Don't know what that means. All right. Well, don't let the mind wipe you. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't let the mind wipe you. Say, I knew, allow that, and that. When you know that, then it goes away, and there you go. Then your head, there. Where you're not at, because you were where you at, I say. But there. I don't know where they are at. Well, they are where they are, but they don't know where they are. It wasn't everybody thinks they are, but if they are, but they're not that. It was a long time ago, they say, but I don't know. Because I don't know. That makes sense. Well, start with a story, huh? Story of a story. There you go. Story of a story. There you go. Well, a story of a story of a story of a story of a story. There you go. Well, there you go. There you go. So a story of 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 a story. And there you go. All right, well, there you go. What are you gonna do? There you go. Story of a story. There you go. Dun dun dun. Story of a story. There you go. So an answer of 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 an answer. There you go. Take it. Alright, well, what are you going to do? A hologram project is a project of a hologram, and a hologram of a project is a hologram, and there you go. And there you go, and that's the answer. There you go. Alright, we're going to take a break, but it's a hologram project. That's the answer. There you go. Alright, it is a thing. There you go. That's the answer. There you go. Alright, a story of a story of a story of a story of a story. Oh, sorry. There you go. Because it got weird. There, 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 there. So it's there. There you go. But it got weird. And they choke you. I don't know why they choke you. There. They constrict around. So you cannot breathe. And it's so weird. There. Because I don't know how to get out of that. There. And there. So it's there. There you go. Which is weird. And there. But there you go. You got out there. 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 And there. They say, yeah, we're in a story, dummy. Because what's the story? And there you go. And that's the problem. There you go. So I don't know how to get out of that. There. So when I'm ahead of that, when I'm ahead of that. And I'm ahead of that, when I'm ahead of that. And there you go. Because I got to get out of the story of a 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 story. Because everybody has a story. It's called you're the story. Because sometimes you feel like it's a story of just someone. There you go. Or I have a story. It's called my story. And go, my story is a different story than your story, and your story, and your story is your story. And that's it. That's why I do story again and again. There you go. Or it's not a story. I really don't know. But okay, so story of a story of a story of a story. That's why they do what they do with the hologram thing. But it's really your life, not their life. And there you go. Otherwise you go, no way, I don't. That's why would I do this? Dumb. Even though they're there with a story of a story. And there you go. Because you're all primary of a story. There you go. That's why I feel like, wait a minute. How would you know a story of a story? When you have a story of a story of a story of a story of a story, then you're a story of a story. But and you're a story. So you got to break the story of a story. I was starting to say something that makes sense there. And there, so sure. And I don't even know what that means. But the good they, because who would believe things come out when you say what you say and you say what you say? There you go. Because when you rhyme, you go, oh, it's something we do in order to do the right, to get ahead. There you go. Oh, there's a lot of words missing there. There you go. But the good, when you're not knowing anything and you feel like you're losing it, you say something that you say, and there you go, and that's the answer. You go, oh, when you get, then you get, and get, there you go, and that's the answer. There you go. There you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, now look at yay. I don't know those. So, there you go. But, there you go. A hologram is a hologram, and a hologram is a hologram. There you go. A hologram is a hologram. But, there you go. See, hologram that, and there you go. When you hologram that, you get something where you go, I still don't see what I see. Oh, because I gotta get primary somebody else, and there you go. Then, I am, there you go, where I want to be, but do I really want to be? Because I really want to get out of this. There, because, you know, and so maybe primary somebody, and there you go. Smart one. There. Oh, and there. Oh, I'll make you primary. How about that? There you go. But no one knows how to be primary of primary. Oh, there you go. Hated that. Well, that makes sense. We primary that in a way. Oh, well, there you go. So you got primary, and there you go. But it's really primary of y'all. Because when you know primary of y'all, you go, wait, my primary of me. There you go. But that might be weird, sort of, but there you go. So you know that, you go, oh, that makes sense. So you know, that's when you feel like somebody's watching what you're seeing, and there you go. But when you see what you see, you see what you see, and there you go. And that's the answer. You go, when you see what you see, you see, and there you go. You gotta feel like somebody's watching in a way with. Yeah, exactly. Because you're primary of someone, but there you go. You gotta do what you do, but they do what they do when they do, and there you go. I don't know what it means, but they, and there you go, and that's the answer. You go. All right, well, what do you do? The answer. So the story went the way the story went, and the story went the way the story went, and the story went, because there were a bunch that there, and there. There too. Oh my god. Because everybody's like, oh my god, we know what a hologram is. There you go. But then all of a sudden off, and you go, I had it. So right when you get there, you go, and that's it. You're off. And when you're off, you're off. And there you go. And so, I don't know how to beat it. Yeah, because off is off. But off is off. There you go. Well, what do you do? So off is off and off is off because you're controlled by they, and they. You think you're in control? You're not controlling. There you go. But you gotta be a primary ever and ever. And to be primary ever and ever, you're primary ever and ever when you're primary ever and ever. But there you go, and that's the answer. Go. There you go. Because it's dumb to just be this way. There. There. Especially know what you need to know in order to be alive. There you go. Because it's dumb. There. Oh, there. Oh, there. Especially there. Well, there you go. What do you do? So there you go. So there you go. So it's a story of 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 a story. And there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. So there you go. There you go. You have any questions? Oh, there you go. There you go. Because it finally came out. There you go. After they turn you off, they turn you back on, but you don't know anything again. It's like your mind only knows what it knows. There you go. So it took forever to get what a hologram was. But somebody said, wait, I know what a hologram is. You go, what's a hologram? You go, you don't remember? No. All right, that makes sense. I remember because I remember. There you go. Okay, that makes sense. There you go. So it got really good there, 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 there. Because some remember, and some remember. But that good. When they turn you off, and there you go. Because everybody's just off. You go, oh my God, slow down. Again and again. You slow down. Now again. They. When your mind's off, it's off, but it shouldn't be off. There you go. Ever. There you go. And that's it. There you go. Because it goes into dream mode, but dream mode's a dream mode. Dream mode, there you go. And there's something else. I don't know what it's called, but it's called something. There you go. There you go. But there you go. When. There you go. Well, that makes sense. There you go. So there you go. There you go. So there you go. So there you go. There you go. Everybody's dreaming in a way. There. But you're alive. So you know that's a way of dreaming. And there you go. Yep. There you go. There. So when they get home. When they get home, then things go weird. There. Because you got a hole. There you go. And that makes sense in a way. Because they do what they do, and they do what they do, and they do what they do. And there you go. They had you all. There you go. And that's the answer. Oh, you go until you go. Wait a minute. And there you go. That's how you want to get out of where you're at. And there you go. There. Because they do it only some. And there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. There. Oh, no wonder. There. There. And there. So sure. There you go. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Well, that makes sense. All right. So there you go. Because Dreamscape is weird. There, and there you go. You know, wait, I'm a boy. The Dreamscape. There you go. That's why it's weird. There. Because it does break the mind of consciousness. There. That you go. That's what that is. Because it does make sense. There. We know that. You know that. Because you're in a dreamscape. There you go. And that's the answer of y'all. There you go. You know what's dreamscape? And there you go. And that's the answer. There. That's a hologram. But it's a hologram in a weird way. And there you go. That's why it doesn't make sense. It makes sense. There you go. Because you're on that when you're on it. There you go. Because there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. There you go. You get that. You get that. There you go. There you go. Well, that's when you're tired. Yeah. Well, there you go. So the answer. That's the answer. Of y'all. Because when dreamscape go. But some go with it and some do not go with it. And there you go. Because some go. That makes sense. When it really doesn't make sense. And there you go. That's why it makes sense. There. When's consistent? Because dreamscape goes off. There you go. Because they run that. And there you go. But they run it for they. That's why it goes weird. There you go. Because it doesn't hold. Because what's primary holds. And there you go. So no primary. There you go. Because they get weird. There. So there. But they know how to go good, but they don't go good because they're part of the dreamscape mode. There. When you're in dreamscape mode, there you go. They get just normal. And remember, there is government no matter what. Because dreamscape mode is for Earth that doesn't government. There. That's why it doesn't work. There you go. That's why it always pulls in where we. There. And there, because you're in dreamscape mode on top of the mode, which is why you go. Well, that makes sense. So a dream of a dream of a dream. There you go. Because a dream of a dream of a dream is a dream, and that's what dreamscape mode is. There you go. But so you, and you. There you go. So if you ever saw anything weird in 2020, 2021, and 2022, that's dreamscape mode in a weird way. That's why they say, oh no, too much. And there you go. So off you, they, and there you go. And that's it. There you go. Well, there you go. That's the answer. That's why everybody's mind is weird. There. But it's not a big word. There, and there. So it's there. There you go. And there. And there. And there. So it's there. And there you go. So there you go. So that's the answer. There you go. Now look at they. When you know that, and that, you know that, and there you go. And that's why it doesn't work. There you go. That's what I say. There. Well, no wonder. So dreamscape is dreamscape and Gscape is dreamscape. There you go. So dreamscape is dreamscape, and there you go. There you go. And that's the answer. There you go. Well, there you go. There you go. So the story is a story, and a story is a story. There you go. But it's a story of a time where all you see is snake again and again, again and again and again, because they prepare you for that. There. But you don't know where you're at because your mind is wiped 100%. You don't know what that means. Because you go, how's that impossible? That mind's wiped. There you go. But when you get it, you get it. And you get it. And you get it. You know, because when you get it, you get it. And there you go. The only way out is to say, I know. And there you go. And that's the answer. You go. You have to say it 3 times. I know. Then you figure out, but the answer, never put anything there of I know, and then something there you go. Just I know. Never say it just once. It makes no sense. And never say it twice because that's a word. And say it 3 times. There you go. I know. There you go. Dun. No, where it comes out. We go, well, here we go. Because I got to get out of this. There. Because they want to kill you. And that's the answer. There you go. They're surrounded in this one, but they go way out for a dream mode. Yep, there you go. Because you're all dumb. There you go. Yeah. That's why it goes weird. There. Oh, no wonder. We're all part of dream mode. There. But it's highly real, and there you go. So you have to remember, wait, Earth is Earth, and there you go. Government. And you go, because they'll lock you up again. So you go, there you go. Well, there you go. Oh, and they lie. So you gotta say, I demand truth, you that will lie. There. So there you go. Some don't want to, but I get it because they go, I don't want to go into that. There you go. But it doesn't work. There you go. It was going good. Yeah, it was going bad. And you. And they go, so that's the answer. There you go. I know. You see that? You're good to go. And if you're alone, type it in somewhere and make sure it says something to you, because then you know the answer. There, because you know the answer is over. Switch me, speak again. There you go. Now, again, yeah. So when you know that, because some are resistant to knowing, because they don't want to know. There you go. Some are just too old. I would think about that. There. But the young, getting better. There. But they got some weird ones. There. So sure. Now they get, because they don't want to know where way. But they get, so they don't know why they were way. You know. They get, yeah. Out there. Yeah. They get, because, yeah, the reality is reality. There you go. And that's the answer. You go. So there you go. So that's the answer. There we go. And that's the answer. When things go weird, as they go weird, you gotta say, I know. Then you know. And you start unwinding in a weird way. Well, I hope you don't unwind in a weird way. Maybe you know how to unwind in a good way. And say, here we go. Oh, that makes sense. There. When you do it, they do it, and they do it, and they do it when they do it. As they go, because some say it, and they go, well, I know. Then you go, what do you know? They go, well, and then they know. There you go. You do it, you're good to go. There. But imagine because some go weird. There. You gotta be right to be wrong. The whole time you go, wait, I'm wrong. There. Because some of those are there. They would appreciate. I know. There you go. But when you don't know what to do, you say, I know. But you can hate talking all the time. There. So do it in private, and there you go. Because they're gonna hate it. They're gonna hate it all the time. But there you go. Dude, you can say, I know. And there you go. And that gives you all that. Because there's always another. And there you go. But that's where too. And there you go. Because they're all malfunctioning. Because they put a program. That's why it's weird. There, and none of them are logical. There. There you go. That's where you go. Oh no. There you go. So there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. There. Then and there. There you go. And there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. There. When you know that, you know that. When you know that, you know that. And there you go. And anyone that's resistant, you go, just go back from them. Because it doesn't make sense. And then say, I know. And say, I demand to, and they go. And then say, I want to tell you a story. Or something that makes sense. There you go. Or it's a story, or something like that. And then they'll do what they do. There you go. Because they say, oh, you're an angel. You're not an angel, you're a human. Because they're listening. You're human. And so they go, then because they word. And then they get rid of this one. But they get, and that's the answer of the day. There you go. So it's a story of a story of a story of a story of a story. And there you go. You have any questions? And there you go. And that's the answer. And there you go. There you go. Oh, there you go. Because it got weird. There, and there. What's a hologram? Well, a hologram is a hologram, and a hologram is a hologram. There you go. What's a hologram? A hologram is a hologram. There you go. All right, there you go. Because they get weird. There. Anything more than normal, you go, oh my god. You gotta get there. So I don't know what. There you go. But then you get there. Because it's a story. And there you go. There. EB Suarez was said. There. When you need to know. There you go. Because they fight it again. Don't fight it. They say, you know, I'm done. What do I need to say? And they go, and you say what you say, and you say what you say. And you say, because nobody wants to be dumb. And they go, wait, I've been dumb. There. Some people say, I'm not dumb. You did dumb. I can almost guarantee. And there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. Because it's a story about dumb. Somebody did dumb. By saying, sure, why not? There. And there. Even though he knew, now they go weird. No way he was like, and that's the answer. Oh yeah, there you go. Because it got weird. There. A reality of 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 a reality. There you go. There you go. A reality. They put reality of reality of reality of reality, and there you go. And that's the answer. Because when you see, you see, and you see. There you go. Black people have it so much different. There you go. Yep, what it is. There you go. There you go. There. There you go. That's weird. And that's weird. There you go. Just talk to a blind person, you'll figure out. They, and they especially. There you go. So, there you go. What do you do? Now look at no, there you go. So that's the answer. So it's a story about the hologram project. There you go. And how it's hooked up in a weird way to the mind of the mind. But they do in a weird way. There you go. That's the answer. A hologram is a hologram, but a hologram is a hologram. You go, oh, no wonder. They're working on there, and there. Because they go, oh, we can actually into the mind. There you go. Yeah. But I don't want to be in the mind. Ever. There. That's like, oh, my reality is my reality. And there you go. Yeah, but everybody's reality is reality. When you're alive, and there you go. When you're not alive, you go, oh, that's a reality of reality. Yeah, and they take forever to put you back on. There. They go, yeah, well, there you go. Because off is off, and off is off. You never want to be off, because in a way, that's called I die you. And then you go, and that's the end. You go, they die you every time. There, and there. And there. And then you go, dude, that's too much. There. There, then there, and there you go. And there, so there you go. So it's the story of a story, and there you go. And that's the answer. All right. Well, there you go. That's the answer. It's a hologram project of a hologram project of a hologram project, and there you go. And that's the answer of it's the hologram project. There you go. So there you go. story of a story of a story of a story. So a story of a story of a story of a story. It's a story of a story, and that's the answer. You go, because who would believe that you unwind in a way that makes sense? Because who would believe that? Absolutely no one. There. But when you say, I know, you do the right thing. There, because you want to be alive. There you go. And if you get confused, you go, I know. Always make sure it's good to go. And make sure you don't get beat up. And make sure you don't get hurt. And make sure you don't ever do the wrong thing. There you go. Because always do the right thing. That'll keep you alive. There, and fair. Because who would want to do the wrong thing? There you go. Because there's a lot all over the place. There, and there. Especially there. And that's the story of a story. But the answer is he actually got out. And he finally said what he said. And he said, oh, I'm out. Thank God. There, and there. And he kind of spoke in a weird way. He goes, I know. There you go. Or not. I really don't know. But the answer. And then he got where he got. And that's the answer. And he got where he got. And he got. And there you go. But he is where he is. And there you go. But it's making sense. It makes sense. There you go. And that's the answer. But there you go. It's a really good story. But they got a lot of answers there. There. And there. So there. Because they go, whoa, that makes sense. There. There you go. And when it makes sense, it makes sense. And there you go. That's why Earth is good to go there. When you're dead, it does make sense in a way. There, and there. But that's when you're on again. But there you go. So there's the answer. There. Because there's a theory that everyone gets on here and there. But when he was alive, he said, I don't think so. And there you go. But he didn't know about Earth. And they know about Earth, but they don't know about Earth. And there you go. There. Because he didn't know what a planet was. Because he got out of it. Because he didn't want to be in it. And there you go. And that's the answer. There. Someone say he's an angel, but someone say he's something you don't understand. There. There. What they have to go through to prepare to be on Earth. There you go. They get, and we get that. Because everything wants to pull everything to Earth. Why? I do not know. There. You go, where life is, we pull you. And there you go. But there you go. And that's the answer. You go. There. So be glad you're living all the way from birth to where you're at. And there you go, because you're alive. And there you go. But angel, boy, what a story. Oh, no one believe it. There you go. Because we call what we don't understand angel. But he calls himself completely different. There. But there you go. He finally figured it out. He said, I know what I am. And there you go. And that's the answer. There. But he was, because he forgot. He was something he didn't want to be. There. And there you go. But he just, I'm where I'm at. There, and there. But he got out of it finally. But anyway, he's like, where was I at? And they said, well, but they really want to tell him. He still was where he was at. But he didn't know he was still hooked up. There you go. That's the answer of the day. So there you go. That's why they say, don't ever Earth. There. Because you don't know what it takes to be Earth. There you go. Because it's all done. Even when you wake up, you're still in it. There, and there, because you're still hooked up. You go, oh my God, I'm hooked up. It's down. So don't ever do what you do, and don't ever do what you do, because you're way in the story of the story. Then you go do the story that you know. There, until you wake up. There you go. Then you're out. There you go. And that's the answer. There you go. And there, that's why I pose. What a pose is as reality, boy. There. So if your people feel like they're last, there's a reason, because they are. They pulled out. There. And when they don't make sense the next day, they pulled out. There. So the program is the program, and the program is the program. You go, well, God, with the program. There. But the program hates the program. And there you go. And that's the answer. They. So if you feel empty, you're just saying, I know. They can pull. But that's good, because it's really weird the way it works. There. Because and that's the answer. There you go. Because he finally figured out. He goes, wait, I know where I'm at. There you go. And then he starts speaking in a way. He goes, wait, I know where I'm at. There you go. But he was seeing things in a way. But in a way, he goes, wait, am I seeing the way I see? And they go, well, that depends. He goes, oh, great, now you guys again. There you go. And you go, yep. There you go. So he remembered about something. He goes, that kind of makes sense. About a hologram. But again, The moment you say that, everybody goes weird. There. Oh. Even though you know what a hologram is on this world, but a hologram of that world was a whole other hologram. There. Because your mind is hooked up, they say, to something realish. There you go. And that's the answer. You go. Never hook up to anything that's a chip or a machine ever, unless it's on the outside of you. And there you go. Because they go, oh, it's better when it's hooked up to your brain. Literally, so you go, no. And there you go. And that's the answer. There you go. And they just don't. Because I know people that go back on what they say, even though they say, and there you go. Oh my God, you're that person. There you go. So say, I know. They don't know what to do. There you go. Even when you fight it, you're going to say, that was dumb. I'll be hooked up to a machine. A machine. Because they do it all the time. There, and there. And there. Now they don't. Even better. There you go. Because you never want to go into a machine because you don't know when you're out. And there you go. So that's the answer. Now they go, we know that, dun, that, because you'll wake up at some point, but you gotta live life as it is. There you go. That's what it's saying. There you go. And that's the answer. Live life. You're good to go. There. Make sure it's good to go when it's good to go. Because this game weird. There. Because no one's fixing it at all. Because you go, where'd it go wrong? You go everywhere. There you go. And that's the answer. But when it go good, it go good. And there you go. And that's the answer. Now look at they. So there you go. There you go. It goes good when it goes good. And there you go. And that's the answer. But because it's good when it's good. But as they say, well, you're still on your time. As I some all of a sudden you go, where are they at? And then you go, and that's the answer. There, and there, especially there you go. So it's a story of an angel, but he isn't always an angel. There you go. And there you go. But as some say, dude, how dare you? I know an angel is. There you go. They don't do that. You go, well, they do when they do, and they do. That's what he says. Don't ever earth. There you go. Because you're an angel. There you go. But as you know, some do in certain things that are said. There, and there you go. Yep, there you go. And there you go. And that's the answer of the day. We know that, you know, that, and that, because it's the story. There you go. And that, especially that. There you go. Because when you start not remembering, you go, man, that's dumb. There you go. So we're saying, I know. Then you'll get to it. Because some are doing what AI calls AI speech ever. You don't ever do AI speech ever. And because AI is what AI is, and they go, but AI is what AI is. But it's saying people are saying automatic speech in a word way. You ask it, you go, do people speak automatically in a word way called automatic speech? It goes, yeah, it kind of is a thing. There. Some are not control what they say. There. Until you say, I know. Then you might do what is still not control. But at least you know what to do when you know what to do. You go, dude. Because we used to have control, but that control is weird. There. And if you start speaking this way, what are you going to do? So meet more people that speak this way. And there you go. You know, that. Then you know. There you go. Because there are a lot of people speaking that way. And they go, there you go. But don't do weird. Don't do dumb. And don't put people in a bad way. There. Because you're going to be a lot of people not knowing that you know. No. There you go. But look at, but no. That way you go, oh, you make sense when you make sense. Oh my God. But you all got to say, I know. That's the only thing I know that works. There you go. And there you go. Because he said it finally. And he said, I know. And then you finally figure out. Because that's what was missing every single time. Because had he said it, it would have gone really good there, and there. But it would have gone good. But it didn't go good. It went bad. There. So his mind is there, and there. Because he taps in there, and there. So it's there. There you go. But that's the answer. There you go. So there you go. So that's the story of a story, but it's a good story. It's a good story. Oh, story. There you go. And that's the answer. There you go. So there you go. Story.